invoicing requirements to help streamline your business. As official partners of LSU and ULL Athletics, Savin and Gulf Coast with over 100 employees care about our community and their customers. You're just one phone call away. 225-756-2644 for a free analysis. Gulf Coast Office Products.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. In my 12 years of practice as a reproductive urologist, I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS. It really wasn't easy before. You had to take time out of your day, come to a physical office, and see a specialist like me in person. Now, through HIMSS.com, you can get world-class sexual health care and a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. It starts with a free assessment from a medical provider licensed in your state who can determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. So don't wait. Join the hundreds of thousands of guys who've gotten help for their ED through HIMSS.
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit.
Now that it's cooler outside, this is the perfect time of year to get new windows, doors, and siding by calling me, Tommy, from Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. So set up your free quote today at gotommys.com. That's GEAUX, Tommys.com.
Insurance companies have teams of professionals to fight your claim. If you want to know what your case is really worth, I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Wednesday, January 8th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 48 in hour one of today's show. We'll talk about LSU basketball's latest loss as they fall to the Missouri Tigers and Zion Williamson's return for the New Orleans Pelicans, but did it help them get into the win column? We'll also look at the latest for the New Orleans Saints head coaching search. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah, they said I got to come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
What up, y'all? Welcome in. Hope you're having a great Wednesday, January 2025. Roll right along here on OTB. It is playoff eve as we prepare to kick off 5 straight days of college and NFL playoffs. We got a first ever college football tournament Final Four, and the NFL tournament will begin right after that. So Thursday, Friday, then Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's going to be a great time. Got a bunch of basketball to get to today. Look, I think it's going to be a really good day, a really good show. Taylor, great job. Show prep today. I came into work and most of it was always already done by Tay-Tay. So you've finally done something positive, Taylor. I'm very pleased with you. Good job, bud. Jake, what's up, man? How you feeling this morning?
What's up?
Look at us. We're opposites. We're yin and the yang. I got like the white cream on. You got the all black on. Look at that.
Yeah, we do. I got my sugar bowl. Can't really see it.
Cannot see that. Oh, that's cool.
It's there somewhere.
Is that new sugar bowl? Is that from this year?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to the sugar bowl. But doing well. You said the playoffs. I've got to fly out early. I was just telling everybody in the room I was supposed to leave for the Cotton Bowl like late tomorrow, but because of the snow,
yeah,
I've got to actually get there early because they want to get at least somebody there. So I think it's going to be me, Childers, and Neuheisel, and I'm the closest to Dallas.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get me there. So we'll see how it goes. But hell or high water Saturday, I'm going to be from Texas to Houston, like Dallas to Houston.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way. They better not screw this up.
Got to. You'll get there. You'll get there.
I'll get in a snowplow.
Again, plane, trains, and automobile style. You can go one of two John Candy routes. You may have to team up with a bumbling, good-hearted, yet somewhat annoying travel partner to make it, or maybe you get the polka king of the Midwest, John Candy, where you just hitch a ride on the bus and your only price is you have to listen to a ton of live polka in a tiny enclosed spot. But either way, you're going to get there when you need to.
Yeah. Oof. You got to sacrifice sometimes, and listening to that music for, it's a 3.5 hour ride, I believe. That'd be something.
Noogie says, I'm just here for the first episode of Dear Delandra. What time? Okay, we will. Do you want to go ahead and commit to debuting it next week, Delandra?
No.
But we haven't done the imaging, though.
It's okay. I can do it during breaks.
No. We got to do this right.
I don't think do like a live imaging.
I don't think we want to go and half step it.
We can do it. No, we can do it next week. That's fine.
If you'd rather do it live today, we can do it today.
I think we should have a dress rehearsal. I mean, when you were up there in the Nutcracker, did you just roll out of bed and play?
Hell no.
The purple.
No, exactly. You do weeks and weeks of rehearsing in a room that is not public. Yeah, you do. I mean, no. I mean, it was weeks every Sunday. So
we'll just do a little dress rehearsal here.
Off air. I don't think what I'm saying is I don't think your analogy is accomplishing what you wanted to, because we weren't doing those rehearsals publicly.
Preseason games. What are those?
They're public.
Dress rehearsals.
No, but they're very public.
Yeah, preseason games.
If you're someone who is trying to make a team, that's literally the most nerve-wracking game you've ever played in your entire life, despite the fact there's like 2,000 people there.
But people are watching. Dress rehearsals.
I think it's a very good idea, and I just don't want to go half-stepping into it. But we can discuss it during the break. Also, I do like Delandra. I didn't consider that. I was thinking, Dear Delandra. I love Delandra playing off of Delilah.
Yeah,
I mean, because it works either way, because you could just go straight into Alondra.
Yeah, but Delandra, I mean, I guess it works
either way.
Yeah.
Here it is. Wow, T-Bub's trying to suppress the success of women, not trying to let a woman succeed. Wow, T-Bub just really doesn't want Alondra to get her airtime. He knew it was misogyny. Call the FS1 lawyers, sexist Bob. Okay.
It's subconscious.
I'm going to go down.
7:06, guys.
I'm going to go down to Prod 1 during the breaks, and I'm going to create the imaging.
But that's not, but we want to, no.
You don't know what I can do?
I think you can create something serviceable.
Wow.
I think so. I mean, you get 3-minute breaks. I think you can create something serviceable.
3 minutes break. 3-minute breaks throughout 3 hours.
Yeah.
And we got some 4-minute breaks with the way this thing's looking. So
that's true. We get some positive movement on that front, You know what? If you're going to call me misogynist, so be it. So be it. Because like Jason Whitlock, I just can't stop thinking about big cans. That's the funniest quote I've ever heard. We'll save the rest of that discussion for hour number 3. Alondra, how are you doing today outside of Dear Delandra?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I went to the block yesterday, did a circuit workout, so I feel really good.
We're getting back, baby.
Yeah, I love having a routine.
Bring it back.
Yeah, having a routine just makes me feel at peace. But
the older you get, the more you appreciate it too.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you do want to, we don't have to do it today. But if we want to start getting questions,
I was going to say we can start calling for voice memos or questions. Yeah, absolutely.
You can tweet. People have already tweeted me a couple things.
Okay, perfect.
So we've got a little Twitter bank going, but also if you have our app, you can leave a voice memo, and I just feel like that'd be so much better. I think voice memo
would be
voice memo would be way better. So explain to people real quick then how they use the voice memo on the app.
Okay, so you can you get the app. There's a little microphone button at the bottom, and you can just hit that button, and it'll give you the option for a voice memo or a text.
All right.
So do a voice memo though, because I just feel like that'd be better.
Voice memo would be great.
Yeah.
So, again, download the app.
Yes.
Press the microphone button. Send it in. Dear Delandra. And you just ask her about relationship advice, general life advice. Women, men, whatever you need.
Whoever,
Delandra's here.
Whatever. Fashion advice.
For
I got you.
I heard the saddest one last night.
Oh, gosh.
Driving, where this person's like, I've never met this guy, but he says he's an Air Force captain. We've been talking, really love each other, and I keep sending him money, and basically like he's like he makes really good money, but there's always a reason. But for this reason, he needed this, and then but he's a captain, so he can only fly first class, so I had to send him more, and then he's like
he's a captain, so he can only
and then it's like I've sent him like $9,000, and I'm on a pension, and what do I do? And then
you can't ask after $9,000.
This kind of got me a little peeved at Alondra.
What?
She didn't even excuse me, at Delilah.
I was like, damn, what
she didn't even she didn't even give the immediate answer. She was like, I'll give you my answer right when we get back.
Did you wait for it?
Hell no. Last time, no, I know.
Got a radio tease, man.
Last time I waited though, I literally waited 7 minutes and still didn't get the answer because they did a 5-minute commercial break straight into a song, and I rage quit.
She couldn't think of any. She couldn't think of any crap to pull out of thin air, guys. That's what she does.
I mean, honestly, it's just so you're being scammed.
Yeah.
It's such a stark reminder that
100%.
the people that get scammed the most are the most vulnerable.
That's true.
This is just some poor, lonely person scraping by.
Yeah.
Some a-hole is taking advantage of.
Jake says that Delilah gives them a song that goes with the situation, or that I should. I would have said Airplanes, B.O.B.
I don't.
I know that song.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't.
Wait,
I want to follow you there, but I can't. I don't know songs well enough.
You know, if you heard it.
I would, yes, but I don't.
Can we
I don't know
pretend that
titles.
airplanes in the night
I fly like paper,
shoes?
get high like plane. Yeah,
That's a good one too.
Yeah, that's a different one. That's a good one.
Gary Allen, we could do some of that.
I was thinking about songs about rain this morning. I don't know why.
That's such a great
That
song.
is odd because it's not raining.
I know, it reminds me of, I don't know why, but I was just thinking about in junior high when I finally made out with my crush, and then now the next week she made out with some other dude.
Ooh.
And here I was just listening to songs about rain, just being a sad, sad little boy.
Great
song. Umbrella by Rihanna. That one.
I just figured out that there's about 5 songs that I've assumed were Rihanna that are actually Sia. I had no idea. Sia and Rihanna sound very similar to me. Taylor, how you doing this morning, man?
Doing good. We are actually on the opposite colors as well.
Oh,
So
really?
she's wearing black. I'm wearing white and black.
Oh, wow. Look at us. Look at us lining up here, the
me
light
just
and the
sitting
dark.
here fence sitting as always, but you guys picked the colors, so it's good for you guys. But
Vader
no,
and
we're
Luke.
we're excited
You're
today.
Switzerland.
Despite the performance of Louisiana teams on the hardwood, we're in a good mood today.
Well, thank God for the LSU women's basketball team, because it's looking pretty dark for the rest of the state of basketball here in the state of Louisiana. But again, so we'll talk about those games from last night. The Saints coaching search continues to heat up. More NFL
Including
openings.
a 29-year-old
we
who
didn't
just
as well.
entered the chat.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I missed this. I'm intrigued. We have LSU. I want to get into some LSU football PFF grades, maybe. Taylor, I don't think I'm going to do the Saints 3-round mock draft, but thank you for putting it in there. And then
hates mock drafts.
I've got some
mock drafts more than
Hates
anything.
mock drafts.
I mean, our mock drafts, the one segment, and if y'all have voted me, we can do mock draft stuff. The one segment that I think maybe I would wrangle in a mock draft is when you get close to the draft and you allocate a ton of them and you see where are the common denominators. Who is most picked? Who is? I don't care about individual mock drafts. Macro, I can get a little interested in mock drafts.
Yeah, I don't really. I'm like you. I don't really care where everybody says someone's going to go. A lot of times it's wrong. The only thing that I take from mock drafts, and you're right, like you put them all together, who truly is going to be first rounders? Like who's going to be selected in a general area of the draft? And really, I just from an LSU perspective is the only thing I really look at for that as well.
And guys, Louisiana on a bit of a heater now too. I've got some positive economic news for the state. How about that? Little Wednesday sunshine pumping for you. So let's start, though, with basketball when we get back on the other side of this break.
Off the bench.
Go to trashrangers.com, trashrangers.com. If you live in Livingston or Ascension and you need residential trash pickup, hassle-free, reliable from locals that give a damn about the community because they're a part of the community, you want to make the switch to Trash Rangers. Chances are you got a lot of neighbors that you see already popping up with that red can. Tay, you said a lot of businesses you see around starting to smash Trash Rangers?
Yeah, I was driving in Denham the other day. 4 businesses in a row. I mean,
Damn.
just red can, red can, red can.
There you go, boys. I mean, there you go. Why are they all making the switch? Again, reliable, flexible. They understand the varied needs of a business because they too are a small business, right? So they are there to meet your needs. So be it roll-off dumpsters, front-load dumpsters, it's all at Trash Rangers.
Yeah, trashrangers.com is the website. Sign up for commercial residential service. T-Bob said it. They got 3 different sizes of those roll-off dumpsters. Taylor said he saw 4 of them. Could have been, different sizes. Make sure you get the right size. They'll make sure you get it done as well. Trashrangers.com.
And extraordinary for those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps are held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered.
Welcome back to the best morning sports show around. Sorta. It's Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Carry On, the 5th most watched Netflix original of all time. Good for the creators. Not a good movie.
It was just a 90s bad action movie, which.
But see, I think that gives it too much credit. I thought it was way more boring than that. But maybe not. I mean, I guess I fell asleep
Have you seen the TikToks that are making fun of Carry On?
No.
It's so funny. It's like if a logical person answered the phone and they're like, we need you to do this. We're going to kill your wife. And he goes, well, my wife's like the highest up person in the airport. I seriously doubt you can get close to her at all. He goes, plus, I don't want to get fired. I'm hanging up the phone. It's like end of movie, credits start rolling.
I did think it was very funny is I had no idea about the TSA hierarchy that it's like a badass deal if you get to be on the machine.
Yeah.
You get to be on the scanner. He's like,
either.
oh, yeah, dude. My opportunity finally, baby. Anyway, carry-on's not good. Would not recommend. What I would recommend is let's get this show started.
It's time to get to work, courtesy of Tiger Labor and Staffing, where they can help take care of screening, training, payroll, and more. Now, for starters.
With the shortest waiting period in the industry, Tiger Labor makes it easier to transfer top talent onto your payroll quickly. Tiger Labor personally vets your workforce, solve all your staffing needs, whether short or long term. And look, we're not just forwarding resumes to you, but interviewing and dispatching in person every morning at 5 a.m. Tiger Labor and Staffing. So last night, SEC basketball rolling right along, and LSU starting a 4 of the next 5 game road trip, right? And against some of the best teams in an already amazing SEC, LSU falls to Mizzou 83-67. And this immediately feels very disconcerting. Last year, you managed to punch up, go 500 in SEC plays, kind of against all odds. I don't know if it's the injury to Jalen Reed or what the case may be, but this year, just 2 games in, looking at the schedule, looking at how those games have gone, it is really hard to find wins here, Jake. This team is going to have to improve very quickly at a time when, like, you would almost hope that a lot of your improvement had already taken place to this point. Not to say that you can't grow during the season, but I don't. It does not feel like this is this. Okay, is this fair to say? Does this feel like we're heading towards a Pelicans kind of 5-29 situation? Not literal record, but kind of the SEC win percentage, how you'll stack up against the rest of the conference.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see how it plays out. But, I mean, going back to the Vanderbilt game, that's why we talked about that being such an important game. That was a home game. That was an opportunity to get a victory because they're going to be very difficult to get in general, but certainly they're going to be difficult to get on the road. I mean, on the road in the SEC this year is going to be hell. Kentucky, number 6 team in the country last night. They go on the road to Georgia and lose 82-69.
Yeah.
Number 1 team in the country, Tennessee, goes on the road to number 8 Florida and loses by 30. Like, it is going to be very difficult. Like, even the number 2 team in the country, Auburn, like, they won on the road against Texas, but it was a close game, 87-82. So it's going to be very difficult to win games on the road in the SEC. So those home games against teams like a Vanderbilt, who you feel like you're pretty much even with, those are ones you got to have if you want to get to the 500 record that we've talked about.
Well, and I guess that's where the rhythm of the schedule becomes a bit of an enemy here, because when you're a team that is trying to overachieve, I think confidence, what did we say yesterday, in battle morale as to the physical is 4 parts as to 1 or whatever. Confidence can really, really matter. And so when you start with this road trip, you drop the first home game, then you go on this crazy road trip and you're playing some of the best teams in the league. What I worry about, Jake, is you built up a lot of positive momentum in the out-of-conference portion of the schedule. You got a couple nice wins that caused you to start to believe in yourself. Will this belief get shattered by what looks like it's going to be a very tough open? Like, can you maintain belief, and can you manage to not give up, not start finger-pointing, not fall apart if the losses start to pile up? Because if you can, it will get better. You eventually will return home. You won't play the top of the SEC, but then again, in this conference right now, top and bottom is you're splitting hairs in terms of it's all quad 1 and quad 2 teams. So, I mean, you get out rebounded again. Certainly that's been very concerning, even if it wasn't as drastic as the Vanderbilt game this time around. You don't shoot it as well. Tay, what do you think, man? How much trouble is LSU basketball in?
I think they're in a lot of trouble. Like, I don't want to say yesterday was a must-win, but it kind of was a must-win. You both came into the game losing your first SEC game. And look, no disrespect to Missouri or Vanderbilt. They could turn out to be really solid teams. Just coming into the year, nobody ranked them in the top, 5 or 6 teams in this conference. And then, look, you laid it out. 3 of the next 4 teams you play, and actually 4 of the next 5 are in the top 25, but 3 of them on the road. I mean, you're on the road at Ole Miss, on the road at A&M, on the road at Alabama, and then your home game is against number 2 Auburn, who I think is the best team in the SEC. It's not that they can't compete in the SEC. I just don't know how much they're going to be able to compete at a consistent basis. And this league's going to be so good top to bottom. Like, they're not a physical basketball team right now.
Yeah.
They're getting dominated on the glass in your first 2 SEC games against teams that you really thought you could compete with. And then you're putting so much pressure on your backcourt. Here's why you were down so much. At halftime, Cam Carter, 2 points. Jordan Sears, while he got in a ton of foul trouble, didn't play much, 3 points. Your two backcourt guys that carry you offensively combined for 5 points in the first half. You don't have enough scores. Victorious Miller struggling off the bench. I mean, he had 4 points last week. He had 4 points again tonight or last night. It's just not looking good.
And so Saturday, you go to a ranked Ole Miss. Then you return home against Arkansas, who's unranked, but it's Arkansas.
You have to win that game.
Then you're on the road at 10th-ranked Texas A&M, on the road at 5th-ranked Alabama, and then you play host to 2nd-ranked Auburn, who may be first, right? Who will be first?
Yeah, who will be first, yeah. It's
gross.
So last year, LSU started out winning 3 of their first 4 SEC games. They beat A&M on the road. They beat Vandy. They lost to Auburn. Then they came back and they beat a ranked Ole Miss team. So you can be like, okay, well, they're not going to do that this year. But also what they did last year, they did at one point lose 6 of 7 in the SEC and still found a way to be 500 in league play.
That's true.
They've gone through some trials and tribulations in the conference and been able to regroup and still put together a better product. Because after you lost 6 of 7 a year ago, you went and beat number 11 South Carolina on the road. Then you came back and you beat number 17 Kentucky at home. You won 4 or 5 during that stretch. And so, Coach McMahon has at least shown that even when you don't maybe have the best thing going currently, that he still can weather the storm and put together a couple of wins. But to y'all's point, and I agree, there's some teams that you absolutely have to beat because the gauntlet is coming.
I mean, what's crazy is it like realistic to be like, if you win one of these next 5, that's good? That's kind of what it feels like.
I mean, you seriously have to feel like it has to be Arkansas at home.
I mean, but if you miss that, maybe you catch an upset.
You can upset somebody on the road.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So kind of dark times for the LSU basketball team. If you're going through dark times, you get in an accident, you want to get Gordon, get it done, 225-888-8888. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorney is going to be there for you when you need them. You can go to getgordon.com. You can see all the different cases they handle. You can see results from past customers, and you can actually just fill out a consult form right there. They'll get in touch with you immediately. But you can always just pick up the phone, 888-8888. They'll start to help you right away. And remember to follow me on social media at Get Gordon. You see a lot of great content with your favorite athletes as the G team continues to grow. Gordon McKernan, a leader in the NIL space for LSU Athletics. You'll just get a lot of great life advice, general business advice. It's well worth a follow. So you need somebody who's going to stand up to the big insurance company, somebody who's going to fight for you. You want to get Gordon and get it done today. Speaking of getting it done, the Pelicans did not win the game. They did not get it done. But Zion Williamson returns. And I'll be damned. They fall 104-97 to the T-Wolves. Anthony Edwards goes off, hits 7 threes, drops 32 points. But in 28 minutes, Zion Williamson, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. DeJounte Murray, the big offseason addition, 29 points, 6 assists. And I tweeted it last night, but there's a certain highlight. Zion pokes away the ball at half court. He lines it up. My man pulls off a 360 tomahawk slam. Look at it here if you're watching at YouTube. 360 tomahawk, bam! And just like that, I know what it feels like to be in an emotionally abusive relationship. in which the other party is constantly gaslighting me. Because I'll be damned if I don't see this. And I'm like, what? Do we actually need to trade him? I mean, I don't know. Maybe we can make it work. Maybe we can make it work, right? Like, you got the skeleton jerseys on. The king cake baby's here. He's pulling 360 tomahawk dunks like it's nothing. Like, maybe he's changed. Maybe he's really changed this time, guys. I promise you, Jake. Did you see that?
I did. I also saw the final score.
Yeah. You lost.
They're 7-30.
Yeah, but 2-1 in the last 3 now. Remember, what have you done for me lately?
Lost the last time out.
That's true. But 2-1 in the last 3. I will say this. First, I think I need to show some self-worth. I need to stand up for myself. Secondly, I have to constantly remind myself the deal with Zion is not that he's ever been bad when he's available. Like, if you think about it, he has lived up to all of the stratospheric potential that we placed upon him when he is available. Like, he has never played and not dominated. Fair? Like, consistently, like whether it was when he was younger, older, whatever. Like, he has always been the best player or one of the best players on the court every time. Look at him there. I mean, come on. When he has played, the problem remains the availability.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so confounding. That's why it's so frustrating. And that's why I have to remind myself to guard my heart against that 360 tomahawk dunk.
You do. It is. He's been great when he's been out there. But it's just he's missed so much time that it's hard to even get excited about like a play like that. It just is, because you're like, okay, well, how many games after this is he going to be out? 7, 8? And then when he is out, it's frustrating because it's like we don't have a timetable on when he's going to come back.
No, yeah, I mean that's
like
the
that,
craziest
like
part.
all of those things
like, I don't know,
put together.
When I get back.
So as much as it would pain a lot of people, paying you if you saw him doing that in another jersey, in a Knicks jersey or a Nets jersey. Or
when he's just finally going to be available whenever he leaves. You just know that's the case.
Yeah.
You just know that's the case.
But if you can get something back for that.
Maybe that's what this is about, right? He's showing that he's still got, that he could be a nice guy for whoever his next relationship is going to be with. Because right now, I mean, the hole is too deep. Like, as a Pelicans fan, what are you watching for at this point? I don't even know how to feel about the Murray pickup. Very good player, but what was the point? What's going to happen with Ingram? Like, where is the team going? It feels all very circular. Russ Cole, time is a flat circle. Here we are once again. Speaking of circles, that 360 tomahawk, damn, thing was nice. Pelicans lose. All right, when we get back here on OTB, let's get into some of these latest in the Saints coaching search. A new, as Jake's a 29-year-old entering the mix, as well as some other names that have started to crop up and more competition as well. Keep it locked right here at youtube.com/1045 ESPN.
Off the bench.
Guys, go to Main Event in Baton Rouge if you're looking for a fun time for the family, or maybe you got to plan a birthday party. Maybe you're a business owner. You want to honor the sales team or have a team building event. It's all there at Main Event in Baton Rouge. We have the Gravity Ropes course. We have a multi-level laser tag arena, professional level bowling, hundreds of arcade games, and delicious food and drink on a newly revised menu, guys. We also have dedicated party planners ready to go. So you just call them up and we make everything turnkey service. And Jake, what happens if you mention off the bench?
You get 30 free minutes there on a game card.
Damn, son.
That's a long time.
Long time, bro.
A lot of games.
Long. I mean, you could
just don't mention Taylor's name. You mention the rest of us, though.
You have to pay them.
Yes.
If you mention Taylor, they demand $20 of you immediately. Yeah. But no, you mention OTB, you get a 30-minute free game card.
Sorry, it's the rules, Taylor.
Sorry, bro.
Don't get mad. Get glad by going to Main Event, mainevent.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Got chores that need some extra muscle, but a large piece of equipment is overkill? That's what John Deere compact utility tractors were made for. Powerful enough for the work you need to do. Compact enough for how you need to do it. Find the equipment that's right for you at Sunshine Quality Solutions. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking.
Welcome in to the best morning sports-ish show around. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Welcome back to Off the Bench here on 104.5 ESPN and wherever you're listening, be it online, maybe in the future up in Shreveport or on podcast. Hope the future's still cool.
Well, it's going to be cold today, so.
My wife said she was watching Day After Tomorrow while editing last night and started getting a little freaked out because it's like freezing here in the South. You got insane fires raging on the West Coast. She's kind of like, oh, what's going on here? I'm like, I don't know. You just gotta give it to God. If
let go and let God.
If Day of Tomorrow comes, cooked anyway. There's nothing you can do. I am really not looking forward to trying to have my family survive in a post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Yeah, so I never get that when I watch.
You just gonna give up?
Yeah.
You just gonna lay down?
I said I'm not looking forward to it.
Okay.
Well,
You're like, you got me.
I mean, I would, in a lot of ways, you would almost hope that you could just go out quickly and painlessly, right, than to deal with the fallout. But I don't want to be murdering other humans and feeding their bodies to my kids.
I don't want to do it, but you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But what if you just died when society was still normal?
No, man, we got to put up a fight.
But then what's the end game?
I don't know. Maybe we end up the survivors, and maybe we survive long enough to get the cure.
Yeah, but it's okay, so if it's a weather thing, it's okay, you survive long enough, and
there's a cure for everything, though.
Now you've crafted together an existence where you got a little shack and got a little warmth. Maybe get yourself a couple of books or something. I don't know.
I think it was the great lyricist Rob Van Winkle who once said, "If there was a problem, I'll solve it."
Rob Van Winkle?
Yeah, Vanilla Ice.
Is that his name?
Yeah. It's his real name, Rob Van Winkle.
No,
the guy that sleeps. for the very long
That's
time.
Rip Van Winkle.
Oh, okay. Is that his stage name?
Vanilla Ice's.
Well, but then also, is Rob Van Winkle his real name?
I'm pretty certain.
I think that's his real
Why
name.
would you make up a name like that?
I don't know. I mean,
I feel like
it's a tough rapper name. I could
Robert
say,
Matthew Van Winkle.
man, those bars put me to sleep. Oh, Bob Van Winkle,
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice.
That's actually good.
All right. Well, the New Orleans Saints are looking for a head coach. And the coach search got a little more crowded. By the way, guys, LouisianaSports.net, Ross Jackson's doing a really great job of staying on top of all of this. If you want to go check it out, I would highly recommend it. But the Raiders joined the mix after firing Antonio Pierce yesterday. So you now have the Saints, Raiders, Jets, Bears, Jags, and Patriots. We could maybe rank them if we wanted to. But some other pieces of news. The Jets have asked to interview Darren Rizzi. So that's interesting. A marketplace may be developing for Rizzi here. Now, to be fair, he is one of 14 interviews that the Jets have currently scheduled.
We call that a wide net.
Yes. They are trying to show. Well, you do that, I think, so you put it out there that, like, look, you cannot say that we did not do our due diligence, right? We tried to talk to everyone here. However, it is thought that Aaron Glenn is the Jets' favorite. Chrissy Freud from Saints Wire did some good reporting. She talked to Drew Brees about the situation. Drew Brees also advocated for Aaron Glenn, talking about how he's a leader of men, the respect that he commands, the development of players. And what's a bit interesting to me is you look at the culture turnaround in Detroit. He's been a key part of that. And you think about talking to one of our friends, Jake and Kelvin Shepard, and that does perfectly dovetail with what he told us like 3 years ago when Detroit was still bad. And they were having a coach at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, they were going to be good that next year, yeah.
So the very beginning of the rise of Campbell, and he was like, look, man, it's Aaron Glenn. He's just an awesome guy, awesome leader. And so although I understand the offensive theory and an offensive coach would be more exciting, I was thinking about worst case scenarios. How bad would it feel if Aaron Glenn went to like the Jets, right? A proverbial garbage franchise, made them good, and you go like Joe Brady or something. Like, does Joe Brady command the respect that an Aaron Glenn does? And it's not just Joe. I'm using Joe as a placeholder here for a lot of the names that have been mentioned.
Taking a shot at Joe.
No, but you do get what I'm saying there, though, right?
Well, I mean,
do you think Joe Brady gets the same respect that Aaron Glenn does in the NFL?
I mean, no. Aaron has the former player tag,
as well.
So that goes a very, very long way. Now, like what they've done as coaches, I don't know that because I mean, Joe's done a hell of a job with Josh Allen with a lot of spare parts. Let's call it like it is this year, and led one of the best offenses out there. But I do think the former player part of this probably earns AG a lot of respect from like day one, and not just a former player. We're talking about a first round pick. Somebody that played for he played for like 14, 15 years.
Arguably one of the best ever.
I mean, he was still playing when I got into the league, and he was drafted in 1994.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So like he
played when the Cannon played
for a long time. And he's gone through the ranks. Like he's gone through the, assistant DB coach to the DB coach, then the coordinator. And so it does make a lot of sense for him to get this opportunity. And I think he is going to do really, really well with this opportunity. I think he's ready for this opportunity. He's been a scout in the NFL, so he has grinded his way to where he's at right now. And I've said it, you've said it, we've all said it. If you go defense, this is the only name I want to hear.
Yeah.
If you hire a defensive coach.
There is something that I really like about that path that you just laid out. Longtime NFL vet, worked his way through the ranks, never got jumped up, didn't get, and as a Nepo baby, I can say this, didn't get Nepo babied in, right? Like there is a lot of respect there. And then, honestly, I still really like Clint Kubiak as an OC. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But like you could have a good in-house option, keep Clint. Clint would absolutely want to be a part of the staff as OC and continue his opportunity there. That was kind of an interesting answer that Breeze gave to Freud as well, was asked about in-house candidates. He kind of skipped over Rizzi and said Kubiak. Says he loves the offense that he saw on tape. Obviously, it was flawed with the lack of weapons, but I'm starting to come around to Aaron Glenn being my number one choice.
Yeah, which
I got to have somebody else excite me.
Which I don't think you could go wrong with that decision. I think it would be a good hire, and I think we would celebrate that. And you heard Dan Campbell wax poetic about him yesterday. He's like, look, if y'all don't want him, we'll take him back. Promise you that. He's like, but he's earned the right to be able to be a head coach in the NFL. He's a hell of a coach, hell of a person, like all those type of things. So he's got the endorsement of Dan Campbell. You have a really good shot, I think, with his ties to your franchise.
Yeah.
Because you said it, like maybe we can rank the jobs. Like all these jobs are going to mean something different to every different candidate because they specialize in something and they have something they're really good at. So
like Vrabel to the Patriots makes a lot of sense. Right? Jake, real quick, who's the 29-year-old that you said entered the mix?
Davis Webb.
Davis Webb. Who's Davis Webb?
So this is somebody, he played at Cal, I believe, in college, 29-year-old, spent
Tech first.
Texas Tech?
Texas Tech first.
Well, if you say Tech in Louisiana, it's Bulldogs.
Yeah, you did
Go
confuse me a
Dogs.
little bit.
That's disrespectful. But ended up at Cal, right?
Yes.
Okay, so played 7 years in the NFL, immediately got into coaching.
Yeah.
Like immediately. And so he has been the Broncos quarterback coach, and a lot of people saying he's one of the main reasons why Bo Nix was so successful this year. And so the Saints have requested to interview Broncos quarterback coach Davis Webb for the head coaching position.
I mean, he will not get the job. That would be an awful choice to jump somebody all the way from quarterback coach to head coach, but definitely a name to watch out for in terms of rising through the coaching ranks over the next few years. When we get back here and off the bench, will Derek Carr take a pay cut? He gave us the answer yesterday.
Off the bench.
GoTommies.com. That's the website for Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. And given that Tommy himself was once a member of the Golden Band from Tigerland, played the trumpet. You know that sexy trumpet. Go is spelled G-E-A-U-X. GoTommies.com. You need reliable exterior home specialists, home improvement specialists. You want Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. Look, you want Hardy Plank or Vinyl Siding, Hardy Plank or Vinyl Windows, both of which are very energy efficient, meaning that these are investments because you save money on your bills to pay for themselves over time. Well, guess what? You get it at times and you get a lifetime warranty. Okay? So any windows, any doors, any siding, go with the experts at Go Tommy's.
Yeah, and you can check all that out on their website, tbobgave.gotommies.com. Testimonials of past clients, gallery of work that they have done for your neighbors here in the greater Baton Rouge area. They can customize your job as well. Get in contact with them. Have them come out. GoTommies.com.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years.
Welcome back to the 9th-ranked morning sports show in America. Off the bench.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to OTB. So Derek Carr was asked yesterday, would you take a pay cut? Derek Carr said, quote, I would not take a pay cut. Yeah, I wouldn't do that, especially with what I put on tape. But a restructure, absolutely. Always help the team that way. But there's some things that you put out there that you earned. Even in some cases, it could be even worse. But I felt confident when I signed it that this would give the team the best flexibility at the time. But there's always kind of respect as a quarterback. You're like, well, we're still in that respectful lane. God, that's kind of a word salad. We're good, build the team. But yeah, I wouldn't take anything less to do this. It's hard enough putting our bodies through it, and you're trying to get everything you can for your family for it. Derek Carr saying he's not taking a pay cut.
With that last part, read that again real quick. Sorry. Those last.
Which one? I mean, the whole thing got a little muddled in the middle.
I wouldn't take any
I wouldn't
less.
take anything less to do this. It's hard enough putting our bodies through it, and you're trying to get everything you can for your family for it.
Wouldn't take anything less to do it. And I think he's going to make, what, 40 next year? 40 million?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think my salary was $285,000.
Yeah.
You could take some less to do it if you wanted to. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't, whatever. I'm not, I don't have my hand in another man's pocket. But for him to come out like that and say the tape, I'm like, I'll watch tape with you.
Well,
we'll break it down.
So that's where if I want to. So first off, okay, here's my deal. I will never blame a person for not taking a pay cut. Fire me if you want to pay me less. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm not really mad.
I've been forced into taking pay cuts before, and it's a god-awful feeling.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you don't have any options, and they're like, hey, here's a plate of elephant crap. Why don't you go ahead and eat that with a smile on your face? It's a god-awful feeling that engenders a lot of bad will. So I'll never fault another man for not taking a pay cut. If I want to play, and I understand all the jokes of him being like, look at what I put on tape, and then Twitter's like, here's the tape, and it's like Derek Carr throwing like a game-losing pick, right? All this other sort of stuff. But what is he, the 18th highest paid quarterback in the NFL?
Is that,
to be fair, he's paid. Yeah. I mean, he's played like that. So like,
I think the problem is look, I mean, you're right about the pay cut. It's like, no, I'm not taking it. A pay cut, like restructure. Like if he's open to restructure, I think it is the quote that's kind of giving this story legs. But he's going to be 19% of your cap next year. You're going to be 21% of it in 2026, and then you can void it in 2027. I think the only real issue, at least for me, is I don't think he's going to be your quarterback next year.
Yeah, I think you just cut him and eat the cap hit.
I think so too. If he's not going to play, because I don't think if you're going to ride with a Spencer Rattler or whoever you decide to be your quarterback, I just don't think you want this albatross. Like, and again, like that's not saying that Derek Carr would try to alienate whoever the quarterback is. That would just happen organically, I think. Like Kirk Cousins is not going to be in Atlanta next year for Michael Penix Jr. to have him in that same room. It's just not going to happen. Like that dynamic doesn't work. No matter how friendly.
If they cut him,
I'll have to look it up. no matter if you're friendly
You don't think
or not.
so? You don't think there's any way that Cousins would have made a backup?
I just don't. I think the dynamic of it.
Yeah.
This
No, I get what
veteran
you're
player
saying.
who's made a lot of plays in the NFL, and then you got this rookie, but this veteran player is making 10 times what he's making. Is that veteran quarterback, again, like I don't even say that they're doing this on purpose, but the backup quarterback in the NFL has a very important job. He's trying to get the starting quarterback as ready as anybody in that building. And Flynn, when he comes in 10 minutes, can kind of speak on that better than anybody. And I just don't think like either one of those quarterbacks like will be helpful in that situation. Now, if the new coach comes in, and maybe it is an Aaron Glenn, he's a defensive guy. They think a little bit more conservatively, right? So, hey, let's get Derek Carr. We're paying him already. Let's get a veteran quarterback. Let's get him some better weapons. Let's try to win by playing good enough offense and great defense, maybe in that scenario.
How much of that goes down to when you hire a new coach, you tell him you have leeway to lose in year one? Because
no,
if you
not anymore. Not with what we just saw in the NFL Black
So that's
Monday.
what I'm saying. So, but if you cut Derek Carr, you're going to be worse. I do believe that. I think I want to figure out what Spencer Rattler is to see if maybe you do have a young guy that you feel like you're starting. And maybe I'm wrong, right? Like maybe you cut Derek Carr and you get better. I just don't think that's very likely. What did Rattler go in his starts this year? 0-7? No, he had nobody to throw to. It was inconsistent. He was great in the first half against Tampa the other day, and they kind of fell. So, like, I've seen enough there where I want to see maybe what he can do, and I want to start this new era and kind of rebuild from the ground up. But you have to empower a coach when you hire them and give them that leeway. Otherwise, I feel like they'd be kind of forced to bring back Carr. Because they'd be like, okay, wait, so why would I take then a lesser quarterback and eat a $50 million cap hit if you're telling me that I could be at risk of getting fired after year one?
I mean, you start to look at this contract. He's got a $10 million roster bonus coming in 2025, $30 million salary fully guarantees on the third league day of 2025, 2026 roster bonus of $10 million. So, I mean, there's a lot of, different language in this contract as well. And so if you're going to make the move, it's probably sooner rather than later. But to your point, what you're saying, if you're like, hey, I see these coaches getting axed after 1 year, my best foot forward is going to be with Derek Carr. That might save his job in New Orleans.
Yeah, and then try to go like 7-10 or something, and then you try to build from there. We'll see. But no pay cut coming for DC. Top 12 quarterback. Hour 2 Flustering coming up next.
Off the bench.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared towards seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Do you have a big business, small business, or nonprofit? Whether your business is planning its next big step or just taking its first, you can benefit from Gulf Coast Bank and Trust's knowledgeable bankers, their personal service, and business solutions. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Why do billion-dollar insurance companies regularly delay and deny valid claims? Because that's how they got to be billion-dollar insurance companies. If you've been injured, I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7969.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21 12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Wednesday, January 8th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 48. In hour 2 of today's show, Matt Flynn stops by the studio for a full hour of flustering. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to OTB. I want a king cake, dude. I haven't had one yet this season. I want a king cake. What's y'all's favorite king cake?
So I'm not a cinnamon person.
Mhm.
So the cream cheese one, because it kind of offsets the cinnamon a little bit.
Yeah,
So-
I do love a good cream cheese cake.
Strawberry cream cheese for me, like the little when you mix it half and half. That's kind of I like that one.
No love for just a classic king cake.
I think a classic unfilled king cake is nothing more than a crappy cinnamon roll. As much as I love king cakes, if you're getting one that's unfilled, what's really the point?
So,
because I love them, but like the thing that makes king cake so great, they don't get soggy because the bread itself's kind of tough, so it's kind of dry with nothing in it.
So I think this. I think it is harder to make a great classic king cake because it can get dry very quickly, to your point, right?
Yeah.
But when you have an elite baked classic king cake, I think it's actually a bit better. Like cream cheese
Have
filling.
you ever made one?
No, I can't. I can't bake like that, I don't think. Cream cheese filling, or any filling, is delicious, but it's doing a lot of the heavy lifting because, yeah, cream cheese is delicious.
Yeah.
Like chocolate is delicious, right? When you can make that classic king cake taste really good and moist and not dry, and the flavors are all correctly allocated and correctly distributed. I think that's the best. I just think it's very, very hard to do so. So if I'm buying from a random place or a place I don't know, yeah, I'm going to get something with Philly.
I need to know
who makes the best OG king cake. Who makes the best plain king cake?
No, I heard him say filling, cream cheese, and moist. Didn't know what he was talking about.
Hey now.
No, we were talking about filled king cakes versus unfilled. I am staunchly in the filled category. T-Bub seems to be more unfilled.
Well, again, no. I said it's much harder to make a great plain king cake. But if you do make a great one, I think that's actually my favorite, like my peak. It's just that's hard. If you're buying from somewhere that you know can't do it, just get yourself a cream cheese one or something like that.
I think I agree with you.
Oh, look at that. What about you, Matt Flynn?
Hey, guys.
Welcome in, dude. What's up, brother?
My QB1.
My QB1 as well.
Nope.
No.
Yes.
Wow, dude. I heard about this.
No. Look, my
the-
QB1 list goes Chase Daniel, Aaron Murray, Russell Wilson, and Matt Flynn. Those are my QB1.
Can you believe this, man?
I actually am going to remove myself from your list.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. No, my real QB1s
Aaron Murray, that's cool.
are Matt and Aaron. Those are my QB1s. I grew up in a 2-quarterback system. I don't know what to tell you.
That's true.
You know? My other QB1s are Jordan and Jarrett, still to this day.
You know what the unique thing about the number 1, right?
No, what is it?
There's only one.
Well, that's not true, though.
It's not 2.
Because during the Olympics, a lot of guys finish first. Think about that. There's a lot of gold medal winners.
Not for the same event.
And I got 2 gold medal winners in my heart. There's been ties in the Olympics.
Has there?
That clip of those 2 weak-minded high jumpers.
Yeah.
Shared it.
Yeah, remember
that?
I do remember
They
that.
didn't want to jump off.
Vaguely.
I jump off once a day. You know? Got to stay healthy.
A couple of betas.
Yeah. Well, y'all are both alphas in my book. Aaron Murray, Matt Flynn, my QB1s. Matt, I have been thinking about you lately. So you're a big Tom Sawyer fan, though? Am I wrong in that?
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I would imagine, right? You named child Huck?
Son, yeah. Huck.
I was gonna say he got Huxton, yeah.
Huck Flynn.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I've never actually read Tom Sawyer, and I really want to now. There's a new book that just came out, James, and it's the story but written from the perspective of Jim, Huck's slave friend, and it is really good. It is awesome. So if you enjoy it, I would give it a 2 thumbs up recommendation. Absolutely fantastic.
Very cool. I'm not a big collector guy. I don't like collection things. I was never like
this is just reading.
A guy that was no, I'm telling a story here. And like autographs and things like that never were my thing like growing up but I do have something cool I got for my son. So when he was born, I was with the Saints at the time, and
who dat?
When he was born, I was like, man, I want to get him something as a kid that I can give to him like when he's like 30.
Yeah.
And he'll appreciate it.
Oh, that's cool.
And something that we'll appreciate, and if he gets down on his luck, he can hawk it if he wants.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
So I got him a first edition Huckleberry Finn
Whoa,
book
that's badass.
with a hand written letter from to somebody. From
Mark Twain?
Mark Twain, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was sweet. It was like this collector that was selling it.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
So
right.
I can settle this QB1 debate.
What is
You
that?
got
It's not a
T-Bob.
debate. I have 2 QB1s.
Okay.
T-Bob's answer from
We talked
Monday?
about we talked
It was
about that's right,
Monday.
we did. We talked about this on Monday. When I was sticking up for you, I said you're my only quarterback. QB1. Here's what T-Bob
Settle
had
it,
to say.
Delandra.
Ooh, I got one from this weekend. Your QB1, Aaron Murray or Matt Flynn? Matt Flynn's my QB1.
I'm not a Georgia fan, so Matt Flynn.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Taylor.
Also, only one of them has a natty.
I think they
No
can
offense
both
to Aaron.
be QB1, you know?
Can't have 2 QB1s.
I think they can both be QB1.
I don't think
by
that's how it
definition,
works.
there's
Look,
one.
true or false, you won a national championship with a 2-quarterback system.
False.
No,
that was not
I
false.
played for a national
Oh my
championship.
God! If
False.
Matt Flynn
False.
heard that,
False. That was not.
No, Matt, don't walk away.
Oh
Okay,
my
Matt,
God!
you're
There
not a
is-
quarterback. Don't walk away.
There
Don't walk
is
away.
nothing more you could say to hurt Matt Flynn than what you just said right now.
It's not even true.
If he heard that, he might not ever come back.
Snakes in the
Wednesday.
grass, guys. Snakes in the grass.
You said it.
Who's a real snake here?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think football's the ultimate team sport.
Serpent.
I think football is the ultimate team sport, and that there are a lot of great contributors to that national championship team,
Matt,
including 2-time Scout Team Player of the Week, myself. So, me, Paraloo,
shut his mic off.
Jake, Jonathan Zenon, Chevis Jackson, Ollie Highsmith, a lot of great players on that team.
Yeah.
Wow.
QB1. He said 2 quarterback system won us the national championship.
Okay. Well, let's flip this. Am I your center one? Jake, am I your center one?
Not mine.
Exactly. So why the hell do you have to be mine? What are we talking about?
Lefty snappers suck.
Yeah. Okay. Good, nerd. Whatever. I'm just saying. You're not my center one.
You're my center one.
That's
I
not
don't
true.
have another one in my life.
That's a lie. You're just saying that to support your argument.
I talk with you way more than I talk with Nick Hardwick.
Hardwick was a beast, though. Dude was an animal.
Yeah. I talk with you way more than I talk with Brett Helms.
That's true. But then by that logic, I talk to Aaron more than Matt. I talk to Matt second most.
I talk to you way more than I talk to Dan Copen.
I talk to Aaron every day.
Like this is kind of a bad argument because y'all talk to each other for 3 hours a day every morning.
And then I talk to Aaron every day for an hour and a half, basically. And I talk to Matt for an hour once a week.
He's my center one.
But to Jake's point, he talks to you more than the other guys he played with. You did not play with Aaron.
Ooh. Sure, you were never in the fight.
So is he
Y'all were never in the foxhole together.
That's a pretty good point.
So I guess he'd be your co-host one and not your QB one.
No, Jake, we my co-host one because we play together and we host together the most. That's that's simple. It's not hard. It's not hard to figure out. Way to go, Alondra. What great advice you've given here, Delandra. Just seeding discord and creating problems.
You didn't ask me for advice.
Yeah, that's right.
Unbelievable.
Maybe though, by
but everything that
she's
pulled,
helping you be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
About your shortcomings.
Hey, T-Bob, you're my center one.
My only shortcoming is the burden of being perpetually correct. And that gets, as I said earlier this week, very, very hard to bear sometimes. But if that's my cross, so be it. I can handle it.
Here's what you're not correct about. In no way, shape, or form was 2007 a 2-quarterback system. I appreciate what Paraloo did. He would come in, he would run the ball every now and then. And your point the other day was, well, he won the SEC championship. Yeah, Flynn was injured. He couldn't play. That's not a 2-quarterback system. That's the backup stepping up and winning a game.
Yeah, that's true. Fair point.
So you're wrong.
Fair points, one and all. What? I'm not wrong. I'm just not as right. I'm partially right.
You can always be right if you gaslight enough.
Yes, exactly. Now you're getting it. You're waking up. Congratulations.
T-Bob is excellent at that.
I am the Zion Williamson of interpersonal relationships. I will make you believe despite mountains of evidence to the contrary.
Once T-Bob went on the defense, time of possession on the mic has been strongly in favor of T-Bob.
Hey, man, how do you gaslight? You fill up the space, okay? You don't give anybody an inch to start to debate or to start to squeeze you out.
It's funny in conversation. Like when somebody knows they're wrong, you know that they know they're wrong when they just start talking. Just talking.
Yeah.
Trying to find a way out of the hole.
You got to wriggle out.
And they
look, there's a reason why filibusters exist.
Yeah.
As a legitimate political strategy. It's because you're like, well, I know I can't win the vote, or I know I can't do this or that. So if I just talk for 13 hours straight and we hit our deadline, then they can't vote on it, and we're good to go.
I do agree.
In happier news, it's great to see you.
Yeah, it is great to see him. I do agree with Taylor here about it. It wasn't a 2-quarterback system. I mean, Matt was our leader. Matt was a captain with me. Like, we went into the field for the coin toss every game, right? Ryan did have to step up, though, and shout out to Ryan for stepping up in that game because this guy just weak ankles.
Weak. No, actually, AC joint.
Jeez, I would never say that about you,
Well,
Matt.
we joke because Matt had it was like 2007, so he had these massive ankle braces that Matt was really athletic. Like, Matt could run, but just because of the size of the ankle brace, it kind of changed.
I had to wear O-line shoes for like 3 or 4 games in a row.
Like the Ball Sharks.
The Ball Sharks.
Yes, shout out to the Ball Sharks. But there was a moment that in the SEC championship game, And again, like Ryan played that year, but when you're actually the guy and you're in the huddle every single play, like I can't imagine like the thought process and nerve-wracking because you're taking over for a fifth-year senior. And, Ryan was trying to call a play, and he was, didn't exist. He's kind of struggling. It was a key moment of the game, and I think it was a 3rd and 1 or whatever. And I remember Sean Jordan stopped him. He's like, no. Everybody, forget what he just said. Jake, call the play. And it was like one of those moments, but it was really cool, that team that had that dynamic because, like to your point, like, we had a backup quarterback, so we had to kind of step up. We had to kind of do some different things, but I'll never forget being in that. And like Helms is about to just blow up on everybody because you know how Brett would get.
Yeah, he's
and
a little OCD psycho.
Sean's just like, hey, whoa, nobody say anything. Let's call the play. But those are moments.
Well,
like, think about
some of those short yardage goal lines can get a little bit wordy.
My God,
they can get wordy.
It was one of those
there.
No, I know it was one of those giant power plays that had Look, it's just power with some extra tight ends, but it had a verbiage that was like 3 paragraphs. Like I don't know if that was Les, if that was Jimbo, if it was Gary Croton, because we kept Jimbo's offense with Croton, but it was very wordy, and so like those are little moments like in that game. I'll never forget those moments like more than anything.
That's a legitimately very cool moment. That speaks to everything I was talking about. Team, right? Together, guys. All for one and all for one. Or one for all and all for one, Look at us, the old 3 Musketeers back together again, right? I'm D'Artagnan. That's the only name that I know.
I don't know. If you're looking for me to give you another 3 Musketeer,
I don't know any of the
one for all and all for one. I'm here for that,
Musketeer
but I'm not
names.
here for another Musketeer name.
Was it Man in the Iron Mask about the 3 Musketeers?
It was
correct.
That's a good movie.
Good movie.
I bet we could think of it. I think I made that a question one time on a QB test back in the day.
What were the 3 Musketeers' names?
Name the 3 Musketeers.
Did y'all take tests in the NFL?
Yes, but the backup QBs are the ones that made them.
Okay.
So mine would be like 3 questions about like the most generic thing what the team does, and then I would do trivia.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
That is what, like, to think of doing that, to think of being a 27-year-old grown man with children at your home and you're taking a test on football plays, it's still pretty funny.
I mean, that's kind of the...
If you don't know it, like...
It was a great way to like get us in. I kind of glossed over the actual football part, but like it was a really good way to get backup quarterback, keep him prepared. Like I had to make the test every week. I had to give the scouting report on the DBs every week.
So here we arrive at the conversation we were having earlier, which is where Jake was saying you can't see Kirk Cousins backing up Penix next year or Derek Carr backing up Rattler because why would they do that sort of stuff? Like they're not going to give you what you need out of a successful backup quarterback that's going to be there to help as much as he can behind the scenes to make sure that everybody's ready for game day.
So, like, my point was, if the Saints bring back Derek Carr, but Spencer Rattler, whoever the young quarterback is the guy. We know Michael Penix Jr. is going to be the guy now moving forward in Atlanta. And you've got Kirk Cousins, who's got this massive contract. And I'm not even saying, like, they wouldn't want to be a backup and help the quarterback succeed. But I just think the dynamic of that, and again, you know that way better than any of us, like, you are pivotal in, like, getting QB1 ready to go if you're the backup quarterback in the NFL. He has to trust you as much as he trusts anybody on that field, and I just don't know that dynamic. And again, not being bad guys, I just don't know that would work.
I think if it could work with somebody, Kirk Cousins would be the one.
He does feel like maybe he would do that.
He's got that personality, character. Like he's a good dude.
Yes,
he is a legitimate, nice human being.
That's what that shined through on the quarterback show that Netflix did.
Yeah, and I could see it in a world where Kirk Cousins is, and he's smart. Like maybe he's like come to the realization, I'm not a franchise guy anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I love ball.
Yeah,
and I'll keep playing. I'll take the Marcus Mariota path and do that type.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't, but I could see a conversation.
Well,
but like Penix also knows. I'm going into my second year.
Mm.
There's going to be a cap hit anyway. Why not just keep him if he wants to be? If there's going to be a cap hit,
I think
maybe he restructures. There's no like roster bonus or anything. But like if there's already taken a cap hit, why not keep Kirk Cousins? I mean, you always want to back up.
It's kind of like how I view coaches sometimes, where it's like you have a $30 million buyout. Why would you start coaching again? Like, go relax and enjoy the money. Like, Kirk Cousins, get paid $40 million to back up.
Yeah.
That sounds like the dream. Yeah. But you're too much of an alpha.
I was about to say, but we're all meatheads.
Yeah,
and we have
for
too
sure.
much alpha in us, and we want to do what more than anything? We want to play and we want to win.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you think you can do it. But that's why I just brought it, Kirk. Maybe he's not. Maybe Kirk, but I think Kirk has a good enough head on his shoulders to say, there's no spot for me to go and be the guy.
If there was like a top 5 spot where there was one team that was a quarterback away, I don't see that spot either. To your
I thought it was the Falcons. Some did.
I think he was like, maybe I'm in year $1 billion in my NFL career. Like, there's no spot. You're right. If there was a quarterback away, I don't see that spot either.
I mean, I can't even in my in my mind find like where that would be, but
you're gonna have a lot of these places that are a quarterback away. They're gonna have new coaches. They're not gonna want to bring. I wouldn't think Kirk Cousins in.
No, I mean I'm sitting here going through the list. I mean maybe somewhere. I mean not even this place, Pittsburgh. Like they've got their own aging quarterback right now, and they got Justin Fields right now, who I actually think gives them a better chance to win. So no, there's not a place that you could see that's like in a position to go win. Right, like even the Colts, like they've got Anthony Richardson, and they're not ready to give up on him, but they've got their backup veteran guy in Joe Flacco. You know what I'm saying? Like they got that guy if they want to try to switch it up a little bit. So
God, how have the Colts not won the AFC South in 7 years? Insane.
A train wreck.
Fall from grace.
Oh, but answer your question. Filled king cakes are trash.
There you go. See, look at that.
There we
a man.
Cream cheese would be the only.
Yeah.
I agree with T-Bob though. Like
Ridge,
if you do
sugar.
just a normal unfilled king cake really, really well, that's more impressive to me than anything.
So freaking good.
But like cream cheese is different to me because that's kind of like just like icing, a little bit extra icing. But like when you start getting into the lemons and the raspberry, like gross.
Too much.
Like what are we doing?
You don't like the filled king cakes?
No.
T-Bob, maybe you're right
like
about that
Adam
that
Sandler on
2QB
Big
system.
Daddy.
Maybe T-Bob was right about the 2QB system.
Yes, there we go, Tate.
A good cinnamon king cake.
Oh yeah.
From that spot in New Orleans. Ooh,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
They sell it at the Brock.
I can't remember
Brock
which one I
Hospital.
always
You gotta
used
order.
to love. Was it Trunks? It's the Vietnamese ones that I used to love. Dong Fuzz.
And they sell them.
Okay. For a second, I thought I was being
a
bit.
Yeah.
It's either fong or fong.
Accidentally
but
racist.
It's spelled like dong fong or something like that. Yeah, no, that's,
all right.
that's exactly.
They sell them in here. They sell them in Baton Rouge.
Let's go to break. When we get back, more OTB.
Off the bench.
Go to allstartoyotabatonrouge.com, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com. You go to the website, and right there, a box is going to pop up. And you can search by keyword, you can search by make and model, you can search by budget. And that is representative of what we offer at All-Star, okay? Located at Airline Goodwood, very conveniently located. And the point is we have a selection that can match your needs no matter what the parameters are. Okay, things are going great. You want a nice new car, big luxury SUV. Okay, we got you. Maybe you're in a tighter spot, but you have to get a new vehicle. Maybe like leasing a sedan or something makes sense to you. Again, we got you. That's the point. We have the answers for you and your family, whether it's brand new, Toyota certified used vehicle. It's all there at All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge.
Yeah, go to the website today, and like T said, you buy new, you're leasing, you're renting, everything is available. Something for everyone. No matter what your needs are, they're going to be met. And your family's needs are going to be met over at All-Star. So go check it out today. Call Miss Lisa Sessions today if you're looking to rent as well. AllStarToyotaBatonRouge.com.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
and looking forward to 50 more.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Got chores that need some extra muscle, but a large piece of equipment is overkill? That's what John Deere compact utility tractors were made for. Powerful enough for the work you need to do. Compact enough for how you need to do it. Find the equipment that's right for you at Sunshine Quality Solutions. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated.
Said you felt so happy you could die.
Welcome back to the 9th-ranked morning sports show in America, Off the Bench.
But that was love, and it's an ache I still remember.
What happened, y'all? Welcome back to OTB. Hey, guys, as this flustering goes on, we do want to remind you, drink My High. .com. Hey, you think polar vortex, I don't need a drink, but be careful now, guys. That's when you get into trouble. When it's cold outside, sometimes that's the most important time to drink because you're not realizing you're as thirsty, and so you end up becoming way more dehydrated. And that's bad. You got to stay hydrated year-round, and My High is the answer. DrinkMyHigh.com. Go find at your local grocer.
Our dietitian, when I was in Green Bay, used to harp hydration in the winter more than he did the summer.
Because it's easy. You crave it in the summer. Sometimes, like even, yesterday I'm like, we're playing tennis at night, freezing. But I'm sitting there reminding myself, like, I know I'm not thirsty, but I need to go drink some water because, well, I know I need to. So.
Do we have any teams in the Final Four that are hydrated?
Well, let's see. Who's in the Final Four?
Penn State, Notre Dame, Ohio State, and Texas.
I don't think so.
Losers.
Let's play one of our favorite time-honored games here on Flustering, which is asking Matt college football questions, as me and Jake are so deep in the forest you can't see the woods through the trees, and Matt, as a normal, successful adult, has not committed his life to talking about teen hard bodies playing football. And, well, Matt, who are the 4 quarterbacks left in the Final Four? And, Jake, feel free to give him the teams again.
Okay. Ohio State, Texas, Notre Dame, and Penn State.
Okay. Arch Manning, obviously.
Okay. I will give half a point for Arch Manning. Sure, he is in the Final Four.
Quinn Ewers, heard that one.
There we go. Bam. Started for Texas.
Right. So let me set the stage here. I've watched every game.
I know.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Some of these have forgettable names.
Very forgettable names. And not a lot of superstar cachet in the quarterback position.
No, not a lot of moxie out there.
But okay.
Here we go.
Penn State. Give me Penn State's quarterback.
That guy.
Drew.
Jeff.
Drew.
Okay. Alamon.
Drew Aller. Shout out Drew Aller.
Drew Aller.
Former kicker. Drew Aller.
Drew Aller, yeah.
Okay, Ohio State.
Yep.
Transferred from Kansas State last year.
This
is like the most forgettable name, though.
Does it start with an E?
No. It is very generic. Will.
Yes.
Will Howard.
Okay. He was almost there. Felt that it was almost there. Right on the tip of his tongue.
There's no chance you're getting Notre Dame.
No.
I think so.
He used to play at Duke. Scrappy guy, bit of a runner.
Yep. I've enjoyed watching him play.
Riley.
Yep. Leonard.
Oh!
Yes.
Hell yeah.
There we go, dude. Let's go. I was going to ask you to
2 for
rank the
4.
quarterbacks because that's something everybody's been doing.
I can do that.
How would you rank the quarterbacks? Do you want my ranking?
Yes.
I can do it.
I'm going Will Howard, Drew Aller, Quinn Ewers, Riley Leonard.
No, I disagree with that. I'm trying to think how I'd want it, though.
What would you do, Matt, while Jake's thinking?
I'd go Ohio State 1.
Yeah.
I would go, depends on the protection is, Ewers 2.
Okay.
It's fair with the protection.
We're
talking about
I've watched Notre Dame like a couple of games, and he did play really good in the first round.
He makes great. He's a great quarterback for Notre Dame.
I feel like
even
Notre
if
Dame
he's not like
and Penn State QB might be the same like guy. Almost.
Very similar in my mind at least. Except Aller, I do believe, can throw it more successfully.
Sure. I'll go Penn
and
State.
It's just bigger.
Notre Dame last because I don't like Notre Dame.
Okay.
So here's the thing: like, it depends on what the situation is, but who I trust maybe more than any of them might be Riley Leonard. Now, who the best is, maybe that's a different answer. But who do I trust with whatever their game plan is moving forward? I think it might be Riley Leonard.
So I get what you're saying there, and maybe I'd rank him second. I would still trust Will Howard the most. Will Howard's earned my trust at this point. He's had one bad game this year. Like the Michigan game was a disaster, yes, but he's been awesome every other game. Both Oregon games, even though he lost the first one, he was awesome. And he's been incredible in the first 2 playoff games.
Like these quarterbacks are very similar, not in their style, but like in trust value and maybe what they can do to lead their team. This isn't a quarterback playoff.
No, it's not.
It's a running back.
It's a running defense.
And kind of front seven playoff. That's what it is. I mean, you look at two-headed monsters at Penn State, at Texas, at Ohio State, and Notre Dame's got multiple guys that will run the football. And if you throw Riley Leonard into the conversation, they've got a two-headed monster. And if Jeremiah Love's going to be healthy, so like that's kind of what it is. That's what makes this playoff unique. You know, compared to what we've had in the past, it's always been quarterback led. This is kind of running back defense led.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. That is though where Ohio State becomes a bit of an outlier, is they have Jeremiah Smith and Emeka Egbuka, and it's like, are they the difference? Because those are, Jeremiah Smith's easily the best weapon left in this entire ordeal. And Ohio State's weird, Jake, because I feel like they throw to open up the run, whereas every other team runs first.
So Ohio State's running backs are having a lot of success, and they're really good running backs. So I don't want to take anything away from them, but now it's going to be cleaner for them to run the football because when you play Ohio State now, your safeties are no longer on their toes. They're on their heels because of Jeremiah Smith.
Exactly.
He has opened up a lot in the run game as well. So, sure, he's making plays himself.
Yeah.
But think about Texas. They've got 3 DBs that are uber aggressive, and they want to come downhill and they want to smack you. Well, are they going to have that same mentality that they had against Arizona State this week, knowing Jeremiah Smith, if they're too aggressive, will run right past them?
Yeah,
Arizona State didn't have that.
I don't think Ohio State's losing a game. So, another one.
It doesn't. Not if they play like that. I mean,
I don't even necessarily see them playing a close game.
I guess the problem with the Michigan game too is it felt like Ohio State. I mean, Alondra, you could appreciate this being like a UFC fan. Ohio State tried to prove that they could stand and bang with Michigan, which they didn't need to do that. Right? They should have leaned into their finesse. Leaned into a bit of their style and seen if they could beat them that way. It's almost like they wanted to try to prove, no, you will not out-tough us like you have, and well, it happened.
I've been watching Ohio State they played, 2 games since they lost to Michigan?
Yeah.
So
Tennessee.
The last couple of
Tennessee
years,
Oregon, they've been incredible.
I'm watching this team play good teams, and I'm sitting there, and I kept going back to these comparisons, like quarterbacks I have in college. Let's just take the most recent example, like Jaden Daniels. Like, there's a point in every NFL rookie's life where he makes this big jump, and then all of a sudden he feels like an NFL player.
Right. Yeah.
Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow, a lot of you see these college kids that they become NFL players in college.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
And you can see it. Like, there's nothing anyone can do. The game's slowed down. It's slower for them than everybody else. They just dominate the game.
Yeah.
I feel like the Ohio State team has made that.
They've hit that
switch.
matrix.
They're they've got a lot of guys that made that switch, and they're just playing a different
Well, Dan Lanning said it about the receiver. He's a freshman.
They're playing a different game.
He said he's NFL ready right now.
Bro, how crazy is this? Now, even if you don't fully agree with this statement, it's the sentiment that is true. Dan Orlovsky said if Jeremiah Smith came out today, the freshman wide receiver, if he was on the board today, that he would be the #1 overall pick. And partially that's a weaker quarterback class, whatever. But that's crazy. He's 18 years old. And to be the #1 overall pick today, it's like Megatron. It's like having Calvin Johnson or Larry Fitzgerald. These guys that go on to be NFL Hall of Famers. Remember, he was the fastest ever to get the black stripe taken off his helmet at Ohio State. So it's not like this is new. It's been since day one since he showed up on campus. He has lived up to and exceeded the incredibly high expectations that were put on him. So, I'm with you. It would take.
Got a question.
Yeah.
What's the black stripe thing?
So that's I didn't know about that either, to be fair. It's Ohio State when you're a freshman, they put a black stripe on your helmet.
Instead of red?
When you prove to be you're a Buckeye now, or you've proven that you're a legitimate football player, we take it off. And they took it off immediately with Jeremiah Smith, which never happens.
How do they handle transfers?
I don't know.
Ohio State does have some.
I think it's only freshmen.
They've got some Texas A&M cultish type stuff that they do. They pass out Buckeyes, and they'll make a Buckeye necklace out of it. Bobby has just a bowl full of Buckeyes just randomly in his office. They do some,
They also give out gold pants when they beat Michigan. Unfortunately, those guys may end up with a natty ring, but none of them have gold pants.
None of them.
Ryan Day figuring it out. Hasn't won the Big Ten in 4 years. Haven't beat Michigan in 4 years, but I'll be damned. He might win a national championship. All right, when we get back here on OTB, more Fluster and keep it locked.
Off the bench.
Guys, go to Pinnacle Exterior Construction, PECbuilt.com, PECbuilt.com. Look, man, if you want to make your backyard the backyard of your dreams, okay, invest in your home, your greatest asset. We build the spaces, you build the memories, and that's what this is about. Whether it's a completely custom, incredible pool that you can kit out however you want, maybe you go the spec pool route where you choose from all the different number of templates and then choose the options within the templates, so really you're making your own anyway. Maybe it's an outdoor kitchen, outdoor living area, maybe it's a putting green, turf, whatever. Fence, bulkheads, pergola. Entrust your project to the team at Pinnacle, and I guarantee you will be satisfied. And all of a sudden, your kids are going to be at the house. Everybody's going to come over. Go to Pinnacle Exterior Construction, PECbuilt.com.
You'll see right there on the homepage, they can make your space whatever you have in your dreams there. They can add whatever you've got. That artificial turf is something we talk about as well. PECbuilt.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Got chores that need some extra muscle, but a large piece of equipment is overkill? That's what John Deere compact utility tractors were made for. Powerful enough for the work you need to do. Compact enough for how you need to do it. Find the equipment that's right for you at Sunshine Quality Solutions. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BRAC, your #1 park system in the nation.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood Subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50
Back to sports talk. Maybe. Off the bench.
You want to do a blind resume?
Yeah, right.
You can keep this playing for a little bit longer like this. Who had the better year? The quarterback who threw for 3,900 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 11 picks, or the quarterback that threw for 3,900 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 11 picks?
Oh, say it again.
Yeah.
So both threw for 3,900 yards, both threw 11 picks, one threw 28 touchdowns, one threw 26.
This seems like a trick question.
Obviously, right? I'm proving a funny point here. The 26 touchdowns belongs to Patrick Mahomes. The 28 to Aaron Rodgers. So, here it is. He actually had a statistically better season, and yet everybody's like, Aaron, you suck. We hate you. Retire from football. And Pat Mahomes is a man.
The 2 State Farm bros.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Discount double check.
Even State Farm, but they kind of left Aaron behind. When's the last time I've seen a State Farm Aaron commercial?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You know who there's now? They've not left behind Jake.
Yeah, I got
Jeez.
State Farm, good for him.
Good for him.
Good.
It's like going like courtside at like major basketball games and stuff.
That was a brilliant commercial that set up Jake from
Well,
State
and
Farm.
it's funny.
Girl.
That wasn't the original
Yeah,
Jake.
I know. He's not the original Jake. The original Jake was a nobody just sitting there. I mean, this guy was also, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yes, it was just like nobody knew that Jake was going to become a thing.
It was the wife that said that she sounds hideous.
Yeah. And you know, doesn't give enough credit for selling that commercial. And honestly, it sucks because he's not getting paid on any of this. Is the funny guy talking on the phone?
Yeah.
Who has that very like, it's Jake from State Farm. Like that guy launched it.
So.
Khakis.
What?
Well, she's a guy, so.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. It's good.
Uh-huh. Good pull. Good song.
Great song.
Great song.
I mean, this song gets you going, doesn't it? It puts you in a good mood. Makes you just want to go have fun in the sunshine.
The dog days are truly over.
Comment in the chat, my future fourth wife was my mistress for a while. She doesn't believe there won't be another. Well, you know, I don't
well,
you know, boy, you cried wolf and all that. Yeah, dear Alondra. I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't not understand where she's coming from.
Yeah.
I think I could maybe yeah.
You lose them how you get them, right?
Oh, see, Lodge, there you go. You lose them how you get them.
That's great advice. That's why you're getting the
If
segment.
he did it to 3 other girls, what
That's
makes
what-
you
I
think
mean,
he won't be the fourth?
Exactly. No, this time it's different. Maybe so. This time it's different with Zion too, guys. Remember,
They never changed.
360 tomahawk dunk last night.
Look, I know
Okay?
you're new to emotionally abusive relationships.
I know.
But they
You're-
never change.
But Zion has changed.
Okay.
That is clear.
Sure, bud.
It's kind of changed.
We'll let you believe this.
His waistline's changed a little bit.
He looked
Other
good
than that,
last
he's
night.
Pretty much
He
the
looked
same.
good last night. He
No,
did not
didn't.
look- he did not look fat.
No, he looked fat.
No,
Come
he
on,
did
didn't
not.
Look, he did, no, he did. He looked less fat. He still looked fat.
He does not look fat. That is not
Like yesterday
true.
when you guys were like, "Oh,
I just saw
well,
what you
he's
said in the
playing.
group.
We can't make fat jokes." Yeah, we can. You can play and be fat. He does it all the time. That's why he plays 3 games, gets winded, and sits for a month.
He's not that fat.
He's not fat. He's
I don't
strong.
think he's that big either.
See,
not fat.
T-Bob goes from he looked good to he's not that
No,
fat.
I know.
See,
But that was a
he's
week.
coming
That was
out
a
little
bad
bit
moment
more.
for me.
made a
He's
bad-
not fat at all.
Yeah, he made
He's
a fat
not fat
joke
at all.
the other day.
PH.
JV Senior, did Russell Shepard get a fair shake at QB? Yeah, I love Russ. Incredible football player, incredible man, incredible entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Went on to be a special teams captain in the NFL, like a damn good football player. My guy was not a quarterback, though.
No, I
no.
wasn't here.
No. He got a fair shake.
Yeah, he wasn't a thrower.
No, he was not a thrower. That was his biggest hang up at quarterback. He actually had all the intangibles, all the athleticism, but the actual throwing the ball part was
One of my favorite
the weakest
people that
part.
I didn't know real well, just from a timing standpoint.
Yeah.
One of my favorite people. Like every time I saw him, nicest guy.
Yeah.
Sunshine and rain. Like
Yep.
he was, and then an incredible career.
Wait,
There are
who?
so many people that played with us that had these incredible NFL careers that you would have.
And you kind of get forgotten
Barksdale.
Who
about.
was that? Who were you talking about?
Barksdale,
Yeah, Joe
McCray,
was awesome.
Russell.
Joe was awesome.
Quinn Johnson.
Quinn Johnson.
Hey, he played with you in Green Bay, huh?
Probably
Were y'all together in
6
Green Bay?
years in
We
the
were
NFL.
together in Green Bay.
Then he went to Tennessee, I think.
Superman.
Heavy head.
I mean, brick wall.
Yeah.
Brick wall.
I've told that story so many times. My freshman year, maybe it was my second year. I was battling for second, third spot. I don't know what it was, but Derek Dooley thought it'd be good. This guy knows audibles. He knows how to do. I'm gonna put him at personal protector on punt. Like, all right, let's do this.
A bigger guy,
Yeah, bigger
hold your
guy.
own.
You could do. You see him in the weight room. All right,
Yeah.
bench 100. Puts me in there at personal protection. I make these calls. My first
You
time.
were the PP.
It's the one where they just let the guy go in the A gap and then it just goes.
Yes, I did it as well. I
Yeah.
used to take paint off before every practice.
Well,
it's like a guaranteed concussion.
My
First
NFL
rep.
career was at that
First
position.
rep, Quinn Johnson.
God.
Nope, he ran me over. I think his head blocked the punt.
Did
probably.
your vertebrae? Did your neck snap? Like, did your vertebrae just get fractured a little bit?
That was the point where I knew Dooley wasn't going to make it as a coach.
Yeah, true. Even with the orange pants he had.
What
at
happened to
Tennessee.
Dooley?
He coached
He's
the
gotta
be somewhere
Cowboys,
out there,
Missouri.
right?
He was with Saban last year.
Okay, yeah. You gotta be there somewhere.
He's still grinding.
There's a great. I mean,
He's probably a lawyer somewhere. He's got that degree.
the economy
Politician
of analysts
No doubt.
is really nice for coaches nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, there's always, it may not be the highest paying job, but there's always something you could be doing to adding to your bank.
He was with the Cowboys forever
For a long
Guess where
time.
Jason Garrett.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So real quick, I need to brag on Quinn too. So he was a scout team linebacker. Before he moved to fullback, he played linebacker. He was the same class as me, but he was on the scout team. And he was super chill. Like, he wasn't trying to show anybody up. He was just literally like a brick house.
Yeah.
And so we're running against the scout team, and I'm with the ones. And I go to hit him, and he's standing still, doesn't even try to move, wasn't trying to make the play, be a special teams or, a scout team war daddy. And I just, like, slithered down. Like, I hit him with, like, everything I got, and I was like, oh, my God. Like, just, like, hit a knee, basically. And, again, he wasn't trying to be Charlie Hustle. He was just standing still.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I don't know where you're going to play. It might not be here, but you're playing somewhere. Fullback was a perfect spot.
All right, when we get back, let's close out hour 2 of OTB. Flustered.
Off the bench.
Guys, I want to remind you to go to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge, All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com, All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. If you are in the market for a new vehicle, they got your back, man. They got a great selection ready to go, whether it's brand new or maybe like a Toyota certified used vehicle. You still get excellent warranty coverage. Check out the Collision Center, the Service Center. It's open to all makes and models, free professional estimates, rapid turnaround time. Factory parts right there on site. Rental car with Miss Lee Sessions right there on site. It's all at All-Star, baby. Your one-stop vehicular shop. Go to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.
Yeah, go to the website today and you can find out what you can buy new, what you can lease, and what you can rent. And the best part about it, everything is available in all three of those processes. So if you're looking to buy new, certainly everything is available to you. And we always remind you, multiple options. So multiple midsize SUVs. They've got the full-size Sequoia, multiple trucks to choose from. Sienna minivan, multiple sedans, hybrids, like everything right there available for you. Something for everybody over at All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
Got chores that need some extra muscle, but a large piece of equipment is overkill? That's what John Deere compact utility tractors were made for. Powerful enough for the work you need to do. Compact enough for how you need to do it. Find the equipment that's right for you at Sunshine Quality Solutions. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at $17.17.
Welcome in to the best morning sports-ish show around. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Welcome back. OTB 104.5 ESPN. Might need to go to drinkmyhigh.com or your local grocer and just pick up some My High. Delicious. Keeps you hydrated. It's great post-workout to immediately feel good again. I love the My High Zeros. You know, little low caloric intake. Still got that great taste.
So good.
Lemon, lime, orange, blue.
You know, new year,
red.
new you. Go to our website and sign up for a little subscription package.
Oh, really?
And you don't have to think about it.
Okay.
Every month.
It shows up.
Just
Got a
shows
little
up at the
carton
door?
of hydration. Beautiful beautiful hydration.
Okay, hell yeah.
Mhm.
How much is it a month?
You just pay for the carton. You get a little discount on the cartons.
Yeah.
So I think you get 5 or 10%, I think, off
Okay.
on each carton that you sign up on the subscription.
There you go.
On the
Go to
website.
drinkmyhigh.com. Sign up today.
Deal of the year.
Matt, do you have any?
We're about to put these hats online too. If you sign up for a subscription,
The
you get
hats
a
are
hat.
really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I still have the melon hat you gave us, which is fantastic.
Do you have any? Is that not a melon hat right there?
It's not,
No.
but it's
But it's very close.
Yeah, it's got that same kind of mesh back. I feel like that, or not
Yeah,
mesh.
these
that's
are
not
the
what it
best.
is.
So I'm a hat
It's like a
snob,
jersey.
and I
Yeah.
actually like these better than the melons.
You know, this
I
is
know
the guy
you
that got
do.
me on melons.
I was gonna say I know both of y'all are hat guys.
So I got a weird shaped head, kind of a tall head, kind of a long.
It's got a big
Surprisingly
elongated.
big
I don't know why.
And so, like,
for sure.
if you give me a hat at a golf tournament,
It ain't
at an
fitting.
event, I'm not even going to try it on because I've tried thousands of them. They
Y'all
don't
both
fit.
have a couple of Cro-Magnon heads over there.
Hey, bro, you ain't got no peanut over there yourself.
Okay, well, true.
You're throwing a lot of shade
Fair.
over
Very
here.
true. Actually, very true. Hoisted on my own petard. Matt, do you have any? Who's going to win the Super Bowl?
The Bills will win it.
Whoa!
The Bills.
Hey, look at this guy.
The Bills Lions Super Bowl.
What, am I walking? You like,
I think Packers are going to beat the Eagles.
let's go.
They'll lose to the Lions.
Jordan Love.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
I'm still mad at the
Ain't no
Packers.
guess.
Hey, ain't no
Still mad at the
guess.
Packers for what they did to the Saints a little bit ago.
Saints. I mean, come on. You can't be mad at anything.
You're right.
Saints stink.
Plus, Toyotathon was going on.
They're not going to be good until
Isn't
they clean
Toyotathon
house.
over, though? Bad sign for Jordan Love.
Toyotathon?
Mm-hmm. There's some crazy stats that Taylor dug up where
His touchdown to interception ratio is basically like,
it's like 25 to 22 when it's not Toyotathon.
and it's like
then
28 to 4
Yeah.
during Toyotathon. Like,
He's-
yeah, it's
This
like
is
completely flipped.
This is the kind of reporting I
Yeah,
like.
he's just incredible during Toyotathon.
Big Toyota guy.
Just ended, though, you know?
You know, if I'm Toyota, I'm all over this.
You gotta
for
be.
sure.
Gotta be. I would
I
contact
mean, he
their
actually,
people.
wait, maybe they did because he tweeted something or he Instagrammed something about it. So they might have already done like a social media ad
Really?
campaign
Okay.
with him. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
Who do you
they hopped
want
on
to
it.
win the Super Bowl? Like, who would you cheer
Packers,
for?
baby.
It's Packers, obviously.
Go Pack
Well, yeah,
go.
I'd cheer for the Packers.
Yeah.
I would cheer
We
for...
need the Packers and Bolts in the Super Bowl.
Packers, Chargers,
Yeah.
Super Bowl, OTB
Yeah.
to the top in New
Packers,
Orleans? Are you
Bolts.
kidding me?
Kidding me?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It'd be sick.
I don't know how many tickets that's selling now.
Would y'all be
Packers would travel.
Would y'all be
Packers would
like
travel.
would y'all be like mad at each other if that happened?
Yeah. We'd be fighting. I'm not doing the show that week.
Hell yeah.
We're rivals.
Hell yeah.
Just kidding.
All right, Matt. Well,
Mr.
thank you so
2QB
much. It's been
system.
great to see you again.
I knew
Very
that
happy
hurt
New
you.
Year. Very fun flustering. Thank you for coming in, as always.
Thank
for
you, guys.
free. Giving us your precious time.
Love you guys. Thought I was fired this year.
I know. I forgot to text you. That's on me. My bad.
Drinkmyhigh.com.
Drinkmyhigh.com. guys.
Subscribe.
Yep.
Shows up at your door. Drinkmyhigh.com.
Stay hydrated. And we got one more hour left here on Up. Yep. That's the show.
Off the bench.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. a family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Brack, your #1 park system in the nation.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood Subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Got chores that need some extra muscle, but a large piece of equipment is overkill? That's what John Deere compact utility tractors were made for. Powerful enough for the work you need to do. Compact enough for how you need to do it. Find the equipment that's right for you at Sunshine Quality Solutions. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Good morning. It's a 9 a.m. here on Wednesday, January 8th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 48 in hour 3 of today's show. We'll talk some LSU football, and we'll put a button on the PFF grades for the 2024 season and look ahead to the transfer portal. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN. And watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. And Off the Bench is here. All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
What's up, yo? Welcome back to OTB. It is hour number 3 here on this Wednesday, January 8th, 2025. It was a very fun hour of flustering. Huge thank you to Matt Flynn for coming and sharing his time with us, as he does every single week, most weeks.
More times than not.
More times than not. Very well said. Very well said indeed. Coming up on this hour of the show, we'll take a look at some PFF football grades for LSU football, maybe look at a little bit of the statistical overlook of what this last season was like. Former Auburn defensive back set to visit LSU. We have our Tay-Tay NFL story of the day. And hey, check this out, guys. I've got some solid economic news for Louisiana. As if you're a subscriber of The Advocate or NOLA.com, this was a subscriber-only article, but Hyundai is planning, Jake, a new multi-billion-dollar steel mill here in South Louisiana. I believe it's supposed to be near Dawsonville in a bunch of old sugarcane fields. They've been trying to create some sort of industrial investment in, breaking ground. So I guess the incentives and whatnot were agreed to in December officially between Hyundai and Louisiana. Expected to break ground maybe in 2026, up and running by 29. Expected to spend more than $6 billion in construction. But look, I mean, you got this. You got the $10 billion data center up in North Louisiana. Is that by like Poverty Point and stuff?
Yes.
Like that area of the state?
Yeah.
You got the $2.5 billion data center in West Feliciana. Few big wins, you know?
Don't call it a comeback?
I'm saying here's to hoping that this continues to, this is a sign of things to come. As the cheap natural gas and electricity kind of remains a common denominator, what's spurring a lot of these deals. So I love seeing that, man. Love seeing that. I also love Central Plumbing. You go to centralplumbing.org, 925-8552, and they take care of all of your plumbing problems and have been doing so for 50 years. You get licensed, bonded, and insured employees. You get flat rate pricing. You get excellent warranty coverage once the work is done. And it's not just repairs. It's also if you need a remodel. Maybe you want to put in a tankless water heater so you never run out of hot water again. I've been running into a little bit of that lately. The running out of hot water situation. No fun. But you can upgrade. Never have it happen again with the tankless water heater. But look, again, just don't think twice. If it's commercial, residential, it doesn't matter. Okay, there's a massive fleet that we have at Central Plumbing, and we are on standby 24/7, ready to go for you when you need us. So call 925-8552 or go to centralplumbing.org, centralplumbing.org. All right, where do you guys want to go next? Do we want to go straight into the Tay-Tay NFL story of the day? Do we want to talk about who's visiting LSU? I'll let the room choose here.
I say let's go to Tay-Tay.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for a Tay-Tay NFL story of the day.
It's time for Tay-Tay's NFL story of the day. Your daily dose of NFL news from Taylor Sharp.
Want to do something a little bit different today.
Cool.
You know, we always bring up we always bring up a story.
Depressing story, yeah.
No, guys, I cannot. Please tell me when the last time these stories have been depressing. Please.
Yesterday.
No,
Jerry's
it was not.
speech was a little.
Yeah, that was not depressing. That was
emotional.
acting, guys. That was in a TV show.
But you said it was real.
It was really good.
T-Bob said it was real. It wasn't real. He was acting.
I don't think he was.
What?
Sorry.
I feel like it was so good because he wasn't acting.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tay-Tay.
Anyways,
Sorry.
we could talk about the Chargers signing Ezekiel Elliott. We could talk about Tyreek Hill being out with the Dolphins. We could talk about all the coaching rumors. And speaking of coaching rumors, one of the guys that's one of the hottest names on the list in the NFL is Mike Vrabel, obviously. He's going to pretty much have his pick of the litter. He's going to be interviewed by every team. I always like to look at fun stats. I throw them at T-Bob all the time, Toyota-thon and all this. One of the craziest sports stats I ever saw was yesterday, and it involves Mike Vrabel. It has nothing to do with him playing linebacker. If you guys remember, he would go in there as a tight end in goal line situations a lot in New England, okay? With New England and Kansas City, including the playoffs, Mike Vrabel has 12 career receptions. He has 12 career touchdown catches as well. Every time Mike Vrabel touched the football, it was a touchdown. We know what he did as a linebacker. We know what he did as a head coach. Somebody hired this guy.
That's badass. Shout out Vrabes.
Hell of a player. I played against him a bunch.
I mean, he's going to be the Patriots head coach, right?
I would imagine. I mean, he's He was at Cleveland as an analyst.
Yes.
Okay.
And the fact that they move on from Mayo so quickly, right when Vrabel becomes available, I don't think that's coincidental. And then whether those jobs are going to open up, and the Cowboys' job is apparently not opening up. I don't know if you saw that. They denied the Bears' request to interview him.
Oh, to interview McCarthy?
The Bears put in a request to interview him. They denied it.
Which is funny because Nick Underhill on yesterday's show was insinuating pretty heavily that he felt like Mike McCarthy was a very strong candidate, if not the candidate, for the New Orleans Saints job.
So I was looking into this yesterday after they denied it. He's they own like his rights until January 14th. After that, he's completely free agent. He can go visit wherever they want. I imagine within the next week or so, considering they denied the Bears' request, they're probably going to get some sort of contract extension done. I mean, you would think.
I would think so.
Because if you don't want him going to the Bears, why the hell would you want him to go to the Saints?
Yeah, I don't know. Mike McCarthy back, which is good, though. You like Mike McCarthy.
I like Mike McCarthy. I do. And look, I get it. They didn't have success this year.
Why do you feel so comfortable fat-shaming Zion Williamson but not Mike McCarthy?
Mike McCarthy is not a professional athlete.
Yeah, but he's in a position of leadership.
Okay.
You know,
You
I
can be
want
a leader and be fat.
Want a little physical
What's his
accountability. I
name?
think it's tough.
William Howard Taft was president. He was the one that got like stuck in the bathtub. He was so fat.
Different era. Back then, fatness was a sign of wealth.
Okay, but I'm
and
saying
success,
he was still a leader.
You know?
That's fine. You can
not the case nowadays.
You can be fat and be a leader.
I think it's tough. You know, I see Chris Christie's fupa, and I'm like, I can't trust that guy. I can't follow that guy anywhere.
Does McCarthy have the fupa though?
I guess Andy Reid does it well.
Andy Reid does it well. There you go.
But he's Mormon.
So yeah.
I mean, what? What do I need to spell it out for you guys? Come on, keep up.
No, you do
Spell
need to
it out.
spell it out.
I don't.
I'm just saying. I find it hard to follow someone when you get so fat that you got a wonky eye. It's a little bit of what Mike's got going on now.
Mike's a good coach. I like Mike. I had talked to a lot of my friends that are Saints fans. You can compare Mike McCarthy's resume to Sean Payton's. It ain't a hell of a lot different.
And by the way, guys, the Mormon thing is because Mormons allow themselves no vices. So, of course, the vice becomes food. It's understandable. It's easy to see.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not hard. It's not hard. Plus, Andy Reid wins Super Bowls. Ton of them. So, there's that.
Fat and win Super Bowls.
Also, going back to what you were talking about earlier about ranking the head coaching openings in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the Cowboys let go of Mike McCarthy, clearly the Bears want to interview him. Clearly has interest from outside teams. Would he go to the Saints?
Well, okay, so let's do it then. Let's rank the jobs that are available right now. You got Saints, Raiders, Jets, Bears, Jags, Patriots. What is the best job there? Off the rip, Bears and Jags maybe feel like potential answers because you have young quarterbacks. Maybe Caleb. I mean, I don't know what to make of Trevor Lawrence. Like, you've seen that he can be really good, but ever since you thought he was really good, he's kind of fallen off. But you got Brian Thomas and stuff there. But probably the Bears. Are the Bears the best spot? I mean, between defense, young quarterback, weapons.
I'd go Jags, but
what?
I would go Jaguars over Bears. That's just me. Not just because of Lawrence versus Caleb Williams. I think Trevor has a lot to prove, but your receiving core there, if you can keep Christian Kirk and Gabe Davis healthy with a Brian Thomas Jr., that's a really good trio. You got two young running backs with Tank Bigsby and Travis Etienne in the backfield. I mean, your defense isn't terrible. I mean, you got a lot of young talent on that team.
Isn't the Bears defense pretty awesome, though?
Yeah, the Bears defense is good. But as good as we thought, look, to Caleb Williams' credit, and I know I hate this because a lot of people move the goalposts saying, oh, nobody's ever had the weapons he's had as a rookie. He's going to thrive instantly. When he doesn't, it's everybody else's fault. That offensive line was not as good as everybody thought it was going to be this year. Now, part of that's Caleb holding the ball too long, but that offensive line's not great either. I don't know. I would prefer the Jaguars.
I think I go Bears if I'm choosing between those two. It's up for debate.
Is there anybody that you would choose over those two as the best job?
No, because I want the Jets have nice pieces, but the Jets haven't made the playoffs since Moby Dick was a minnow. So,
did Sauce Gardner struggle this year?
I mean, more so than his absolute dominance the last 2 years. He wasn't bad this year.
Okay.
But I mean, to Jake's point about the Jets, you have a lot of pieces. what's going to happen with Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
And if Rodgers leaves, what happens with Devontae Adams?
Well, Rodgers is going to be back next year.
Maybe.
He'll be back.
I mean, the only other team with a young quarterback that showed promise is the Patriots, but they have nothing around Drake May.
Yeah, that's the problem there. I agree.
I mean,
and plus they have Joe Milton, so I don't need Drake May.
Oh, that's yeah.
For real though, Joe Milton was awesome.
They look great.
All right, so let's say
Bears,
so let's go Bears because I'll go Bears 2. So we'll go Bears 1, Jags 2.
Okay.
Man, you're really just picking from crap after that.
Seriously, maybe
I'm gonna go Jets 3. I have a little bit of hesitation because of the incredibly consistent ineptitude.
Me too.
Of the franchise.
They
but
probably
they
have the
Garrett
most,
Wilson, Sauce Gardner, Aaron
Breece Hall.
Rodgers. Yeah, Breece Hall. That's right. Yeah,
Braylon Allen behind Breece Hall actually was all right this year.
So
too.
I mean, they got a lot of pieces that a lot of people would want to move forward with. But you're right. Like they haven't made it since I believe 2010.
Yeah. Well, they're just an awfully run. Woody Johnson sucks.
We always talk about this with the Saints. Like to Jake's point, all the young pieces. Even if you wanted a complete rebuild, you get a hell of a lot of draft picks for those pieces too. If you wanted to ship them off.
Yeah, the Saints wouldn't be able to sell anything.
I think the Raiders is the worst job.
Yes, easily.
Okay, so we have Bears, Jags, Jets.
Patriots maybe because of Drake. Maybe.
Patriots, Saints,
Raiders. I don't love that. Yeah, that sucks. So the Saints maybe second to last year. Well, I don't know.
I mean, it kind of is what it is. I mean, you look at the rosters and you look at what the other teams have. For the most part, they've got their quarterback in place. The Jets, who knows if it is Aaron Rodgers, but they still have other young pieces that could potentially be stars right now.
Well,
the Raiders roster's bad.
What does everybody say about the Saints? Oh, well, all of your veteran leaders are aging. At least you have known commodities. They may be aging. The Raiders have nothing. Outside of Brock Bowers and Max Crosby, the Raiders have nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's it.
The worst rushing team in the NFL. Aiden O'Connell's their quarterback. I mean, Myers is a good receiver. Kobe Myers had 1,000 yards.
Yeah, he's a solid receiver.
I mean, to Tay-Tay's point, though, I mean, oof.
And then you moved on
You got to
from
do a
Jacobs.
deep dive to find value. And this is Fantasy Taylor talking. Who knows the deep dive.
Well, then you moved on from Jacobs because everybody thought Zamir White was going to be that guy. I don't think Zamir White's played in 6 weeks. Amir Abdullah has been their number one running back. And Alexander Madison. I mean, that's
How long's Amir been in the league now, dude?
I can tell you that he had played in 141 career games before his first 100-yard game. That was against the New Orleans Saints.
What?
Yep.
Abdullah Amblagada.
How long has he been in the league? I mean, what's 141 games?
Oh, that's a lot.
I mean, that's a lot, bro.
7 years?
It's coming up on 10
games.
years. Coming up on 10 years.
Yeah. It's probably 8 years. Because I'm saying he probably didn't play in all of them because he's had some injuries.
Yeah.
8 years?
Because I played in almost 100, and I was 6 years.
So, yeah, he's probably around 8.
You got to be around 10, I think. If it's 140-something and he got hurt, or 150-something. Anyway, the overall point of this is shout out Amir Abdullah. All right, when we get back, more OTB. Keep it locked.
Off the bench.
Hey guys, here on Off the Bench, we are so pleased to be joined by a brand new sponsor, and I'm talking about the #1 top-rated roofer that you need to know, and that is Pelican Roofing. Okay, guys, you don't trust me? Go check out the Google reviews. Pelican Roofing has literally hundreds of 5-star reviews. They're also a recipient of the Better Business Bureau Integrity Award. And look, we get it. There's a lot of roofing companies, right? But there's only one Pelican Roofing. So if you're in Baton Rouge, Lafayette, the surrounding areas, we even offer 0% financing for those who qualify. So call for a free estimate today, 225-228-2865, or head over to pelicanroof.com.
And like T-Bob said, you can check out those Google reviews. I mean, a 4.8 right now. And we always say, like, the internet hates everything. They love Pelican Roofing. So you can go check that out on their website. You can also, like T-Bob said, hey, give them a call. Tell them what you've got going on. Have them come out for an estimate. They're going to make sure that you get the job done right the first time. 225-228-2865.
Got chores that need some extra muscle, but a large piece of equipment is overkill? That's what John Deere compact utility tractors were made for. Powerful enough for the work you need to do. Compact enough for how you need to do it. Find the equipment that's right for you at Sunshine Quality Solutions. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
At Atmos Energy, our Smart Choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high efficiency.
Back to sports talk. Maybe. Off the bench.
Have you got color in your cheeks? Do you ever get that feel that you can't shift, the type that sticks around like summits in your teeth?
Oh, great.
Oh, man. This just got so hard.
Your what?
My nipples.
Oh, they did.
How cold it got.
Man, you got diamond cutters in there, Bo.
I mean, it's either the cold or it's just thinking about them big cans and peanut butter skin, you know?
It's Big Rack.
Who?
He
said
Big Rack.
cans.
I'm pretty sure he said rack.
No, I remember specifically because I have not heard breasts referred to as cans in so long. For those who don't know what we're referencing,
I thought he said rack, too.
I thought he said rack.
It's Jason Whitlock. He might have said both, to be fair.
Right.
Yeah, I think maybe he
And that
said rack.
peanut butter skin.
Once. I mean, geez, Jason.
I mean,
Alondra, watch out for Jason. Jason might be into you. You know, I mean, I
Jason
know.
Whitlock?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Like Jason
I'm
Whitlock
seeing
knows who I
some
am.
similar you enjoy. I mean, Jason's going to be fired up, dude.
Yeah, I have peanut butter skin
Just
and
love
a Big
some
Rack
cans.
that I show off.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Some big old cans, man.
You need to chill out.
I like Taylor's milk thistle skin. That's what I like.
Milk thistle.
Yeah. I don't know what milk thistle is, but it seems like what the color of me and you are.
I'm a little. Oh, we're a little bit darker than milk.
I'm not darker.
Can I be like? Can I be like eggnog? Can I be like eggnog?
KJ has body dysmorphia.
I am literally blinding people every day on this show.
You white.
White.
Y'all
In the
both
lighting
are.
in my office, I look pallid. I look yellow. Look like I have jaundice. And I'm
Okay,
on the
so
verge of
dude,
death.
because of the hair,
They put you in
I
front of a
look
window.
yellow. I look yellow a lot because of like the hair and the lighting. Because of like lighter
Well,
hair. So
you're a Lego man.
You are
well,
a Lego
there you
man.
go. Legos are yellow.
Ooh,
Yep. That's where I get.
Big cans.
I don't
and
get
that
like the
Lego yellow skin.
Dude, we really do look like good and evil with our attire.
I know. That's what I said.
it looks
We're the
good.
angel.
Good.
We're the angel and the devil on your shoulder. How
Yeah.
ironic that I would end up being the holy one.
Yeah, I know.
If Jake traded his chain for like a spike necklace or something.
I don't know. The chain works with the all black.
The chain
Yeah, I think,
works.
yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
It works in terms of him being the bad boy.
Yeah.
If your white shirt was like a button up, that would be.
That would be so stupid to wear a white button up with
It would.
those jeans and nothing else. I feel like I was in like a 5th grade church play.
The white button up with like the true blue jeans.
Yes.
Yes. You're right.
Yes. It's an outfit that's been done.
Yeah.
This is very Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader energy.
And
Church
the,
choir would have to be the button up would have to be tucked into the jeans though.
with the one size fits
Yeah.
all belt, the braided belt.
I need a one-size-fits-all belt. I need a belt something fierce.
We get it, dude. You work out. You look great. You lost some weight. Jeez.
So, well, that's the
Get
that's,
it. You're
that's,
skinny.
Whoa,
that's the
wow.
thing,
Guy wakes up early and works out.
That's the thing, though. Everything you said is true. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's why I said it.
Milk thistle's good for your liver. Chad is saying.
Wait, I thought that was something you just made up.
No, milk that. No, so
No, I
milk
know it's
thistle-
something real. I don't know
Oh,
what
I
it
didn't,
is.
I didn't even know.
So-
Never even heard of it.
We,
I should maybe if it's good for your liver, I should maybe look into
me
some
and
milk
my
thistle.
friend, no, because me and my friend have taken milk thistle before we go out before, and then when we get home, you take milk thistle before you leave,
Mhm.
and then you take it when you get home, and you don't have a hangover because it breaks down the enzymes.
Oh, really?
Yes, this is a real thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems like too much planning.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Well,
but
no,
prior preparation
I'll
prevents
plan-
poor performance.
I'll
Yeah,
plan
come on,
to
dude.
avoid a hangover anytime.
Yeah, it
This
sounds
is
My
the-
high's actually good for that as well.
I'm capable of.
Yeah, my high is great.
And that big rack of hers that she showed off constantly. It's just, and that peanut butter skin with that big rack. Like, Jay, keep your distance.
Oh, so he never said cans?
No.
Where did I pull cans
I don't.
from?
We kind
Your
of knew that.
memory bank.
We knew that before
Is
we
there an
played it.
extended cut of him saying cans? A big rack in your peanut butter skin. Let me get a little bit of that. Call me jelly because I'm ready to lay up on you.
Oh my god.
You know?
Jelly Whitlock.
Jelly Whitlock. Man, I like some jelly, I tell you that.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
Tell him. Milk thistles in the same family as artichokes. I love a good artichoke heart.
Love a good artichoke.
Ooh.
I love artichoke.
You know, you dip it in the butter, you get the little
I mean, dip
squeeze
anything
the
in
little
butter.
bit out or whatever it is, just a little piece on each leaf. And you get to the heart. Ooh.
That is a fat thing to say, sir.
Jay, keep your distance. I know you love that peanut butter skin and that big rack.
All right.
But you can't do it. You got to stay focused on sports. Emmanuel Alto just didn't have the self-control that Jason Whitlock did.
He didn't.
You know? What are you going to do? Okay, he did say cans on the podcast. Thank you. I knew I saw one clip of him saying cans at some point. Credit to me, guys. I have continued dry January through the last 2 days, so thank you.
Just during day or at night
No.
or-
I think I'm on a 48-hour dry January.
Okay, because like the other day you were telling us you're like, I'm going to do dry January until night. And I'm like,
Yeah.
T-Bob, being a nocturnal drinker does not make it a dry
Since-
January.
Means you sleep, yeah.
Yeah.
Since, I think Monday night. Yeah, since Monday night when I had a
Monday?
nice little whiskey. Yeah,
Monday
dry
night,
January,
it's
yeah.
Wednesday morning, so you went yesterday.
It's 36 hours dry January.
I'm proud
You
of
know?
you.
We're coming up. We're coming up.
Nope. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Say there, Alondra. Let me get some of that.
Stop.
Peanut butter skin.
I don't have peanut butter skin.
I like getting my voice even crazier the more I talk about it. What color skin do you have, Jake?
Definitely.
Not peanut butter.
No.
A little Native American.
It's not milk either.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I got like a little tiny bit of a tan, but not.
No, I might be the
I'm a little white.
tannest in the
Let me get
room.
some of that
You really.
caramel skin.
My dad, I think my dad's side does have Native American, so maybe that's where it comes from.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of North Louisiana.
Yeah.
A lot of North Louisiana got
Caddo
some
Parish
native
for
blood
sure,
up in your
yeah.
bone. Will Blackwell's the same way. He always had this natural tan.
Mm-hmm.
I know I got some on my mom's side, but then it freaking
And he turned into white roach.
yeah.
Because your
melanin made
dad's
it
like
this way.
super tan.
Yeah, he's Cajun, right?
Cammy's pretty tan.
Everybody is in my family. Literally everybody is naturally tan.
Not the test
They all
tube,
got
baby.
that
light caramel. Give me some of that Werther's skin, boy.
Old test tube, baby.
Mm.
It's okay though. We love you though.
Yeah.
Is that skin crunchy or creamy? Either way, I wants to eat it.
He
Okay.
can't help himself.
Yeah, let's. All right. Well.
Where do we go from here?
Here's a funny joke. Bilbo says, T-Bob's 100% the guy in the meme where he's on an airplane. The flight attendant asks him, would you like some headphones? And he replies, yes. How'd you know my name was Phones? All right. Let's go to break. More OTB coming up next.
Off the bench.
That's funny. That's a good joke. Go to Pinnacle Exterior Construction, PECbuilt.com, PECbuilt.com. Our boys at Pinnacle back with OTB for another year, and we love Pinnacle, man. If you are looking to build the pool of your dreams, summer is right around the corner. Pinnacle's the answer. Whether it's a spec pool or a completely custom job, Pinnacle is there for you. If you need a bigger, better fence, you need bulkheads, pergolas, outdoor kitchens, outdoor living areas. I mean, look at the gallery on the website, guys. The artisanship is going to blow you away, okay? So go check it out. Again, we build the spaces, you build the memories. Pinnacle Exterior Construction.
PECbuilt.com is the website, and T-Bob laid it out, but you can see it on the website as well. They can do something for you in your space, but multiple things, right? Not just pools, any kind of fence, artificial turf. They can completely change your outdoor space. PECbuilt.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Got chores that need some extra muscle, but a large piece of equipment is overkill? That's what John Deere compact utility tractors were made for. Powerful enough for the work you need to do. Compact enough for how you need to do it. Find the equipment that's right for you at Sunshine Quality Solutions. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine.
Back to sports talk. Maybe. Off the bench.
Taylor, I don't know if I talked about Nosferatu on this show, but I agree with you. Film ass film, very good. Absolutely loved it. Maybe a tad slow at one point, but visual feast, great acting, great writing, and just not a lot of computer BS.
When the count was when you first saw him in that room with all those
Awesome.
candle lights, whatever, that was one of the coolest
it was so
scenes.
cool. I mean, really gothically beautiful.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I mean, it's director of Northman, and I never saw Lighthouse. But also
That was the black and white?
The Witch. I mean,
Lighthouse
those are
is
all
awesome.
common themes. Yeah, exactly. I mean, all of his movies, beautiful, incredibly acted. Film ass film. Nosferatu, would recommend. The best part of Nosferatu was the post-credit scene when Morbius walks up to Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin and says it's Morbid time. I forgot to stay after the. Damn it! I forgot to stay after the credits.
Happens every time.
I got my headphones back. Somebody in chat's asking, Landon, I got my headphones back. Thank you for being concerned. They actually, my guy who borrowed them actually ended up returning them in Savannah.
Yeah, because he got caught.
Hey, all's well that ends well.
No, we'd have fought on principle.
Yeah.
Jake, if I were to ask you, according to PFF, who were the highest graded players for your LSU Tigers this football season, who would you guess?
All right. On offense, I'm going to go Garrett Nussmeier.
Go whole team. We're going to go whole team here.
I know.
You're exactly right off the bat. Garrett Nussmeier, number one at an 83.5.
And on defense, I want to go Braden Swinson.
Bam, look at our guy, 2 for 2, 83 on the dot. I think this third one,
I know. So
in retrospect, it's like, oh, yes.
Oh, Zay Alexander.
Bam, okay, 3 for 3, dude, 82-2 for Zay Alexander. There's the only three players in the 80s.
Yeah. It's the next offensive defense.
Offense. Next two are offense. We're looking for the top 5 here.
Will Campbell?
No. He is on the offensive line,
then. Yeah. Oh. Miles Frazier?
No.
Is it Emory Jones?
No.
What? Who is it?
Garrett Allen.
Oh, well.
73.5.
Okay, I can't. Out of sight, out of mind.
And then 5th on the list?
Defense or offense?
Offense.
Oh, another offensive player. Aaron Anderson.
Caden Durham. I know, that's a bit surprising, right? Caden Durham coming in at a 73.4. So, Nuss, Braden, Zai in the 80s, and then Garrett Caden in the low 70s there. Those are your top 5 graded players from this LSU football season. And, well, you can feel pretty good about that because Garrett will be back. Durham will be back. So you got 2 of those 5 returning, including the most important one, the quarterback. Who were the 5 lowest graded players on the LSU Tigers? And there's no play. One of these guys did not play a lot.
Okay, so the ones that did play a lot.
Well, I'm saying
I'm going to say Major Burns, Sage Ryan.
Major Sage not on the list actually.
Okay.
Major comes in as the 5th lowest with a 57.6.
Okay. DJ Chester.
He is second lowest at 50.6.
Pimpton?
Nope.
He must not have qualified for snaps. What? I mean,
yeah, it's tough. Mabinga's the lowest.
Okay,
46.8.
Yeah.
He had a couple awful games.
Yeah.
Sean Washington, third lowest.
Yeah,
you want to think about him because once McKinley got healthier, he stopped playing. And then Jordan Gilbert. So really, the things to highlight here
Gilbert's certainly somebody
is,
and it was the safeties.
Mabinga and Chester got to take steps forward next year. Maybe Chester doesn't play center next year with Braylon Moore coming in, right? And then all of a sudden, DJ Chester can bump over to guard, easier position to play. I do love the growth that I saw from Mabinga because in Hunt's write-up at Louisiana Sports.net, he points this out. But what was Mabinga graded 43 and 46 before 64 against Vanderbilt. So you saw him, I mean, he was thrust into action in his first couple of starts, and he really struggled, and then he performed better after that. So hopefully he can keep that up. But yeah, the other thing to highlight here would be that this is why we talk about LSU needing safeties so badly. Because Jordan Gilbert or Major Burns was 4th and 5th lowest graded teams of players on the team. However, it looks like LSU may get a bit of safety help. And that's with former Auburn defensive back Keontae Scott. Keontae Scott is someone who was a JUCO All-American, 2-time JUCO All-American. At Auburn, he started 23 games, Jake, 115 tackles, 10 passes defended. He could play anywhere in the secondary. But this is a guy who, because of the new JUCO rule that Diego Pavia spearheaded, where it does not count towards your eligibility. He has one season of college football left to play, and so maybe a bit of safety help coming in. The very experienced Keontae Scott. Apparently USC and Houston are also very interested in Scott.
You got to get somebody. It's really the position that you have not attacked yet in the portal more than any, because even tackle on the offensive line, I think you have some candidates that can not only, can they come in and play, but they might play in positions where maybe you can kick somebody out to tackle, and you've got at least a group to choose from. You have a player pool to choose from. Safety, you don't really, with experience. You only have young football players back there. Gilbert's the only experience that you have, and he did look better in the bowl game, to his credit. He played banged up most of the year, but he's got to raise his level of play, certainly, and you still got to add to that room. You got to add competition. You got to add a veteran presence. We've talked about it at the beginning of this deal. We said tight end, tackle, safety. You've taken care of tight end. You're still working at tight end. I still think you can add there. Mm-hmm. You still have work to be done at tackle, but you haven't done anything at safety right now.
No, not yet. And we continue to hear rumors that maybe there's some players potentially on playoff teams that could be coming your way, but only time will tell on that front as far as safety goes and as far as tackle goes. Guys, if you're looking for a little pick-me-up, you want to hit the transfer portal and pick up a fresh set of energy, right? Pick up some new testosterone. Pick up functioning erections. It's all there at Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. And thanks to Goodwood, no longer, fellas, are we settling for a mediocre sex life. No longer are we settling for mediocrity in general. Okay, you want to recapture your youth, how you used to feel walking around full of vim and vigor and testosterone. It's all there at Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. We got a plethora of treatments. Okay, and it's not like mine, Taylor, Jake. It's not one size fits all. You go in, you get your labs drawn, they see what your body needs. Maybe you need team, maybe you don't. Either way, we're going to put together a customized plan that is affordable, that is transparent. We're going to use our discretion. No need to be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. Don't let embarrassment stop you from achieving your best self. And we're going to customize a plan for you to get you where you want to be. Maybe that's hair loss treatments. Maybe it's penile enhancement. Maybe it is ED medication. It's all very easy, very affordable. Right there at Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. YourGoodwood.com. YourGoodwood.com. All right, Taylor. Because we have like 2 rogue minutes here, I'll allow you a Saints mock draft bit. Why did you put this in here?
Well, because the draft's coming up, T-Bob, obviously.
Yep.
It's just around the corner. You know this. It's
It
in
is
like,
true.
what, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks or something like that?
I guess that's true,
It
actually.
is the last week of April.
See, there you go.
I'll be in
10
Green Bay,
weeks.
Wisconsin this year.
So on whothatdish.com in their mock draft, they have Abdul Carter being selected by the Saints at 9. I know that there's a hesitation on defensive ends with the New Orleans Saints right now, but I'll be damned if I don't love Abdul Carter.
Yeah, and at least he's from Penn State.
Yes, Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year, 11 sacks, 21 and a half tiffles.
Not Penn State Technical College,
Yeah,
where they try to find their edge rushers
don't think
normally.
Davenport, think Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
He's a stud. And he's a game time decision for the Orange Bowl, which could sway that game. He's that impactful.
I mean, it sucks. I mean, Notre Dame loses Riley Mills against Indiana, but Penn State looks like they're going to get Abdul Carter back, or not back, but that'll play. Notre Dame's injuries are screwing up injuries may derail Notre Dame's national championship hopes more than anything when it's all said and done. We'll see. In the second round, they have Jahdae Barron from Barone.
Jahdae Barron.
Jahdae Barron from Texas, which look,
He's a really good player.
Interesting to see back-to-back defense here, which maybe if you do end up going with Aaron Glenn, that maybe you would do that. And then in the third round, they have Harold Fannin Jr., the tight end from Bowling Green.
I love Tyler Warren. He should have won the Mackey Award over Tyler Warren easily. He led the FBS in yards, receptions, touchdowns, yards after catch, and missed tackles among tight ends. I mean, he should have won. The only reason he didn't is because he played for Bowling Green. Like he should have won the Mackey Award. The dude's awesome.
And then Tyler Warren had the plays where he's throwing the football, running the football, Wildcat.
Yes.
So, played to it.
To be fair, they have 2 third-round picks. They also have him choosing Torrey Horton, a wide receiver out of Colorado State. So there it goes, guys. We've officially started mock draft
He's a good
season.
player.
You're welcome.
He was on the All Meathead first team.
Oh, really?
Horton was, yeah. Good, gritty player. Good receiver.
Which you also desperately need.
Yeah. All right, when we get back, let's do some Ask the Bench here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Of Louisiana. Start your new year out right. Visit trashrangers.com and make the switch today.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Do business with someone you know. Parish Construction and Roofing.
ParishBuilt.com.
Welcome back to the 9th-ranked morning sports show in America. Off the bench.
What up, y'all? Welcome back. It's time for Ask the Bench. Brought to you by Cole Kurz Light, Busy Art Seltzer, and Blue Mine Light Sky Citrus Sweet. Ask the Bench was Taylor Sharp a DEI hire? Yes, we needed some Lego Man representation in the company.
Guarantee needed more white people here.
Ask the Bench, is Jake ready for snow and ice in Dallas for the Cotton Bowl?
I think I'm ready. I am nervous, really, really nervous that it's going to try to mess up my plans to get to Houston with my oldest son. That is something that can't happen. I mean, how often are the Chargers going to play a playoff game this close?
Just got to find a way.
Oh, I'll find a way. But see, I can find a way. But it's like I got to get Jackson to Houston as well too.
Find a way.
Like that would be the part that would be kind of difficult.
Ask the Bench, what's your price tag of a steamy night with Skip Bayless? I mean,
shoot, you gonna have to.
I'm gonna go 100K because then I'm gonna have blackmail. You know, because like I'm either gonna get a leg up and get way bigger salary in the end, or I can maybe blackmail him.
You're going to pay Skip Bayless 100K?
No. He has to pay me.
Oh.
Ask the Bench, nude or Winnie the Pooh during the polar vortex?
I'll never go Winnie the Pooh, so I guess nude.
Neither, but Winnie the Pooh is just weird, so I'm going to go nude.
Yeah.
In any situation.
Like I go reverse Winnie the Pooh. I wear, pants or shorts without a shirt all the time around the house. But
we get it. You got abs.
I'm saying, like, if you're going to be walking around with your junk out, what is wearing a T-shirt really going to do for you?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like, it just makes you
you're swinging
look
me.
weird. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and go nude at that point.
Ask the Bench, will Delandra end up living in an Oregon compound with 8 foster kids after a few years of the new segment?
What does that even mean?
That's where Delilah lives. She lives in like a giant piece of land in Oregon and has like a ton of kids, like 14 kids.
Also, hasn't she been divorced like 3 times?
A few times.
Okay.
We don't judge that here, though.
Yeah.
Well, you'll never catch me living in Oregon, so no.
Oh, I don't know. I'd never say never.
Oregon seems pretty nice, no?
I think Oregon's great. I think it'd be a great place.
I went to Eugene one time, and it was stunningly beautiful. It didn't rain or anything.
No, I don't know. I don't like the cold or the north. So.
Ask the Bench, with the horrendous football season and sad start to basketball, will baseball save this academic year? I don't think football was horrendous, but it was disappointing.
Oh, yeah. Not that football was horrendous.
But no. I know what you're saying. But yes, baseball will save us. Jay Johnson will save us all.
We also have women's basketball.
Yep.
That's true, too. But I am just ready.
You would hope it does.
Ask the Bench, any update on getting OTB back in the radio? Noel again? It's above our pay grade. I
I'm
don't know,
very
man.
ready for baseball season.
Ask the bench, what food is close to your skin color? Tamales, vanilla wafers, spoiled milk? Yeah, any I mean, milk for me. Or like an egg white.
Yeah, it might be vanilla wafers.
Yeah, I could see a little vanilla wafer,
In the
actually, honestly.
summertime, for
Actually,
sure.
Alondra, and you
Yeah.
kind of have a vanilla
Yeah.
wafer cover going on.
Probably a little vanilla wafer, yeah.
What movie is that where he calls him Milk? Is that Me, Myself, and Irene?
I don't know. I've never seen it. Actually, I've never seen it.
You've never seen that movie?
That's hilarious.
I know. It was
Jerry's
a
great in
little
that movie.
older than me at the time, and I never came back around to it.
You need to go watch it. You, of all people, would love it.
Ask the bench, if you had to pick a perfect can size, what would you pick? 8 ounce, 12 ounce, or 16?
12 because it's in the middle.
When I drink my coffee out of styrofoam cups, I like to go 16.
Yeah.
I think mine is 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the right answer.
I like, I used to love tall boys in college. Those are always a beer, but it was mainly because of price thing. You could get more bang for your buck, but what's a pint? Pint 16 or pint 12?
I think it's 12.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, but you love
I can tell you, it's 16 because me and Victoria were somewhere recently, and they were like, "Do you want the 12 ounce or the pint?" And I said the pint.
Okay, so it is 16. That's what I thought. It's definitely 16 then.
Yeah.
Like a big 16 ounce can. Ask the bench, would you rather Carr, Cousins, or Rodgers next year? Rodgers.
Rodgers.
As we said, his season, funnily enough, maybe wasn't as awful as we all made it out to be.
Am I a quarterback away from competing? I guess that would be my question.
No, he's saying just you're the Saints. You get to choose one of them for next year. Same contract as Carr.
Cousins, better locker room guy. You're not going to win with any of them. If I'm the Saints, just get the guy who's the nicest. Go with Cousins.
Is the OTB crew fired up for LSU baseball to start? Damn right, Bo. I cannot wait. Some of my favorite memories as an adult are watching SEC baseball with the boys in the neighborhood.
37 days away from first pitch?
Let's go.
I believe.
The only thing that sucks is you get so
It's on
pumped for
Valentine's
first.
Day.
You get so pumped for first pitch, but then it doesn't really. I know we got Dallas Baptist, but it doesn't really kick in until SEC play.
Yeah. Well, Purdue's the first game of the season.
Okay. Is Purdue any good?
The box. I don't know much about Purdue baseball.
Nobody does. You know?
But they've got all black uniforms.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very excited. Got a good team.
As a bench, when T-Boy holds a 12-ounce can, does it look like a tall boy? No.
Yeah,
it
does.
I have normal hands, guys.
No, you don't.
I have normal hands.
You trying to say I'm not normal?
You definitely do. You quite literally, by the definition, no, your hands are not normal. As to mention, they still make pony cans. What are pony cans?
You can
Those like
find
the real
them in
tiny
some
ones.
places. You can find them in some places.
Like little American Doll cans. They're cute.
Yeah.
As to mention, will Alondra get her own big voice lady intro? No, we are going to
They're
voice
doing
the
the
intro.
intro.
Favorite. As to mention, favorite cold weather beer. Anything.
I like a dark.
You
a
need
dark
something thick
is
and
warmer,
dark. Yeah. But like also like a thick, like a Belgian triple, definitely plays. It's a bit more brown, but like a Guinness, any milk stout, peanut butter stout, like a Christmas ale. I drink so much Christmas ale during Christmas. All right, we love you. We'll see you tomorrow. More OTB.
Off the bench.
Go to K to Z Window Coverings, KTOZBlinds.com, KTOZ Blinds.com. Look, man, you want some window coverings that, have Brandon Barton and the team out to your home and take advantage of, first off, their expertise in which they show you immediately how your home interacts with the sunlight. Take advantage of the options that they give you, because remember, we work with any price point. Home of your dreams, starter home, whatever. Take it to the next level. We got the complimentary installation as well as plenty of financing options that are available. So 225-791-1220 or go to KTOZBlinds.com.
Check out the website. You can see what they can do for you. They've done it for my home. And again, we tell you all the time, I got an exterior shade, but it certainly helps the interior of the home as well. I didn't know that, but Brandon and the team knew that. They're going to know your space better than you do in about 5 minutes time. And so go to the website, get it scheduled today. Make sure you have them come out and check out your space, KTZBlinds.com.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
There it is, the extra